This is a serious question. You knew that.
I knew what?
You knew.
Don't just incriminate me in this.
No. Because we was talking off air. Like, you knew that there were women that trust men.
Of course.
This is a trick question.
Bro, I'm talking from my experience. We were talking off air right before the cameras and everything came on. And I asked this question, and you and Regi both looked at me like I was crazy. Like, there was a pause. Like, the air came out of the room. So I'm here to ask you, like, on camera and fucking on the pod. You knew for fact that there are women that trust men. I didn't know that.
Hey, man, crack was recreational, so you got to be careful.
I'm not picking up what you just put down. I'm not going to lie to you.
We're not doing this 2023, guys.
Doing what?
There's women that trust men, SaVon.
Exactly.
That's all I needed. I
promise
what have you
they're
been
out there.
doing? Have you been doing the internal work, SaVon, on why women haven't trusted you?
Of course.
Oh, that's
So you
good
just
then.
like dated women that didn't trust you and just like dealt with it?
It's not
That's
just
what I
me.
want.
But
When
it's not just me.
no.
Yes.
But
To answer your question, yes.
But if you've grown from that, right?
Of course.
I did mention in the Joe episode that I got a homie and I'm going to dox him now. His name is Chris.
Oh shit, you didn't have to do
I don't
that.
give a fuck.
Shout out Chris.
He got me mad this week.
Okay.
Oh shit, fuck you, Chris.
Chris, one of the homies in my life that he doesn't need to trust the woman that he's in a relationship with. And I say, yo,
What does
so
that
what are your, like, how do you gauge who you trust? And he goes, oh, I just go through her phone.
Oh, okay, you know what? No. I have
Sick
friends
nigga.
like that as well. Like they're like, I mean, why wouldn't you give me a password? Because I could just go through your phone. I'm like, but where I'm coming from is
Yeah,
like,
talk about where you come from,
like,
Reg.
why would I need to go through my man's phone though? Like,
There you
I
go.
don't get it. If I trust him, why do I have to go through his phone? That's what I think. But I also have friends who think the opposite of what you just said. So like,
So when I asked the
I get
question,
it,
I'm not
like-
crazy.
Yeah.
So clearly I'm not off.
No,
Because
you're
there's a lot of people that just don't trust people off of nothing.
no, there's a lot of people that don't trust men, but it's like I don't think like a relationship will never work if
I
you
was
don't
just about to
trust each
say
other.
that.
Like,
If you don't
so-
trust men, just play with yourself. That's okay. But if you're gonna get into a relationship with somebody, trust should be probably
Okay,
the first.
get into a
one of the first
relationship
things.
with someone you don't trust and let us know how that works, guys. Like,
Might be
what are we talking about? Like,
I wonder how successful those relationships are.
It's just sex.
how could you be in a relationship with someone you don't trust though? I don't
Yeah.
get it.
I don't know, because clearly I'm not successful in it. But it has to exist for somebody. Like, every person that's in a relationship that's happy doesn't necessarily trust the person that they're with.
I only disagree
Wait,
because
hold
you
on.
said happy though. You said happy.
You can be
You
happy.
can't be happy and not trust
You
your man.
absolutely
Like,
can. And that's what I'm trying to
I
get
don't
to.
know.
SaVon, you're saying you can be happy with someone but not trust them.
Absolutely.
Okay, so tell me the things that
I
would
don't
make
agree.
you happy with them when in the back of your mind, subconsciously, you know you don't trust them.
You're like always uncomfortable. You're always
Yeah,
doubting them. You're
makes you
always
uneasy.
wondering who he's with. Like that's not happiness.
Well, some
That's
people,
not peace. That's
some
not peace.
people adhere to others' insecurities.
See, that podcast shit you be doing, that's what you do with them girls?
That's
you
the truth.
adhere. Like,
That's
what
the
the
truth.
fuck? What the fuck?
That's the truth.
Wait, what do you mean
the
adhere
fuck?
to
Yes, break it
insecurity?
down.
Like, if you feel uncomfortable or uneasy with me going out with my guys, and
Okay.
I never do it, then you're happy. You still don't trust me,
Oh, like
but I'm listening to
control.
what it is that you're doing, so you're happy. So that's what I mean by, like, there's a world where that exists where, look, you don't gotta trust me, and we can still be happy together. I'm not saying it's healthy.
Isn't that temporary, though? Maybe it's temporary because after a
Not for
while.
some. I know a lot of sucker ass niggas. I ain't gonna lie. I know a lot of
true,
guys who conform to what it is their girl wants them to do based on her happiness and not what makes them happy.
But then, like,
Oh,
let's
shit.
say
Sound like a
that
Drake
exact
song.
scenario, like the guy always stays home because his girl doesn't like him going out.
Mm-hmm.
That can only last so long. Now he's not happy. If the man is not happy in the relationship, like that's not like a happy relationship, though. I feel like.
That's true.
But like as a man, you gotta step up for yourself. Like you have to be like, man, I'm not happy here.
No, okay, we agree. Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
Alex.
I'm not happy.
And I know we got mad. We got so much to talk about, but
I know,
Alex.
how we
But
talk
like,
about-
no, but Alex, how you're a guy, you're a man,
I have a penis.
right? How many? And you got friends too. Has a man ever
God.
said to a woman, "I'm not happy here"?
I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like
I'm learning how to do that.
All right, but
I'm
from
just
your
learning how to do that.
experience, men don't say that.
We do not. We do not. You know what's so
for the
crazy?
most part, I feel like they don't. But I feel like there's men out there who are like, like the Tyrese's of the world, who'll just be so honest.
It's so crazy with us that the woman would literally have to make us unhappy. Like she would have to. No, I'm sorry. She would have to be unhappy about something, even though we was unhappy about something first, for there to be some sort of breakup.
Most men don't have the emotional intelligence to say I'm unhappy, which is why, and we don't got to stay here.
You saying men is dense?
A lot of us just
True.
not tapped in with how we feel,
True.
and a lot of us are ashamed to say how we feel. A lot of us look at our partner and be like, you know what, fuck it, we go thug this thing out. But this is how we get to. This is horrible because I'm just gonna like. This is why a lot of men cheat.
Wait, what?
Legit. And we
Like
don't have to. I promise you, we don't have to stay on this topic. But y'all are just like getting me to like different places.
Like they're
Oh,
unhappy,
shit.
It's
so
trauma
instead of
popping up.
leaving, they just like
They cheat.
Okay,
Yeah.
I agree. That's
Like,
why people.
legit.
That's why people cheat. I agree. Yeah.
No, I see what you're saying. A lot of people in marriages do that as well, right?
Facts.
It might be a little bit cheaper to cheat than the
Especially
separate ties.
especially married because you can't.
Yeah.
People can't just don't want to just like get a divorce. It's not that easy. So
But
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
about the ego. And outside of just being married, think about just being in a relationship as a man and in lack of emotional intelligence, because as we all know, we're not taught that. If you've ever taken a class in school or on along your academic journey and they taught you emotional intelligence, I would love for you to DM me and let me know where that institution is, right?
Yeah,
In most cases, we don't get taught emotional intelligence. So when most people are unhappy in a relationship, they do things to either sabotage or find their happiness. And that happiness is in another vagina.
It'd be mad happiness in the next one, right?
Sometimes it's in between somebody else's legs.
I think that's temporary happiness.
You just start getting mad.
Like that.
But that is so true that you're not taught emotional intelligence in school, but
Not
it's
at
like
all.
you're taught more so. That's why your circumstances make you, because if your parents didn't teach it to you, if your life happenings didn't teach you, then where are you going to learn this from?
You're
So, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, because really,
Yeah.
that's something with
That's
self
crazy.
you have to deal with.
So back to my theory at the top of this pod.
That
I have never openly met a woman that trusts men. Just say, hey, I trust men. I just haven't.
yeah,
Just
I
haven't.
don't exist.
I've met a few of those.
That's
I've met a-
crazy. I'm literally sitting 1 foot away from him, and I only speak positively about a relationship, and he's like, they don't exist. That's crazy.
like, come on, she
Well,
right there.
in my personal life, we're friends like on the pod.
You mean
and then,
like women you've
I've
dated?
never,
Okay,
I've
okay,
never
okay.
like pursued in that way.
I'm
Like
kidding. I
we
know
were
that's
good
what you meant.
friends.
I know that's
So
what you meant.
You feel like
yeah.
you have to prove yourself. That's something I don't like. I feel like I'm
That
I'm
is
on the
true,
I'm
yeah.
on the other side of that. I feel like until someone does something to you,
Then you shouldn't trust
then
him.
your antenna
I
should
agree.
be up. Right.
I agree.
But people
But most
come,
of the world, SaVon is right.
yeah,
They
people
don't
come
move
into
like that.
relationships with like baggage and
Facts.
insecurities.
Yeah.
That's
so-
the problem.
Not knowing that that's an internal thing that you got to deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with the next person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
That's
a
why,
lot
but
going
like,
on.
just to
This is why I like
not
drill
end
music.
on a too cheesy note, but I'm just saying for anybody listening, there are healed people out there. Like you guys are working on, being healthy in relationships. You guys are healing.
You've been working for that long.
I've been working all my life. I've been working for 30 years.
I'm trying to be positive.
I'm about to get a pension off this work.
With that being said, I feel like it's been so long since we've been on this podcast. Welcome to the Need to Know podcast. I go by the name, actually, my mother named me, my father. I don't know which one of them niggas named me. My name is SaVon.
Hey man, nice to meet you. What's up, brother?
I'm good. How you doing, bro?
I'm well. What's good, y'all? My name is A.
Wait, did you say nice to meet you?
Yeah, I don't know why I said that shit. It's been so long since
I
I've
know
seen him.
we're like, wait, how do we
Yeah,
pod?
you know what? Like, when you was in school and you came back from like Christmas recess or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
You went
everything's
back
like
into your
out of
homie?
whack. Yeah.
But y'all
Yeah.
know I'm a new me every time we link.
Here we
Oh
go.
my goodness
Here
So
we
I
go.
respect the nice to meet you.
Here we
Honestly,
go.
you should greet me like that every time we record. Nice
Yeah.
to meet you.
Nah, he's right. It's
That's
true.
why I delete a lot of my tweets because I'm not the same woman I was 5 minutes ago.
That's real.
Mm-hmm.
I
Like,
like
you
that.
so real for that.
I like
What's
that.
good, y'all? It's your boy A, the Paco Bone Poppy. I'm never alone. I'm always with the posse.
Oh, I feel like I haven't heard that in so long.
Yeah, man, we with the people.
It's been a minute.
And last but not least,
It's me, guys, Regina. I feel very blessed to be here. It feels good to pod. I feel
Yes.
like we have a million things to talk about today.
We really do. And
Yes.
speaking of blessings, okay, last week was Thanksgiving at the time that we're recording this. I feel like
That
there's a
boy
lot
good.
for us to be thankful for. Don't be laughing at my blessings, Reggie.
Oh, no,
No,
no.
don't be
I just
laughing at my
love your
blessings, bro.
transitions.
Don't
Nah,
be
Reggie.
laughing at my blessings,
Reggie,
man.
don't be laughing at our manifestations, yo. I told you about that earlier.
Yeah, yeah.
You're like, speaking of blessings,
First off-
Thanksgiving.
First off, if I really wanted to get into my petty bag,
Oh, that's what we started with?
I don't think we should. We should be thankful.
Yeah,
But-
now go walk with the Lord first and then throw smut after.
But I will say, there was a pod recorded. Co-host. Without me.
You were invited. You didn't
No,
show
no, no,
up.
no, no, no.
Anyway, next topic.
That's a fact.
Yeah, Reggie, get him.
That's a fact.
Reggie, get him.
But
Reggie, get him.
then that's a regular podcast, right?
Yo, Reggie, get him.
So I had to
No.
but don't. Yo,
You
You
I
know,
can't do
Alex
that
is doing
again.
his new spin-off segment, very successful segment.
Yeah.
You were invited.
Hey.
You know the address and the time?
And SaVon called. We called SaVon. He was like, I don't know why they called me on my day off.
Don't.
Y'all
see that?
Don't call me
Y'all
on my
see
day
that?
off.
Y'all see that? My shooter's shooting for me.
What's it called? We have more thoughts.
We have
right?
more thoughts.
Yeah,
We have more
yeah.
thoughts.
So please
You
make
should
sure
know
you
the
check
name.
that out.
Facts. I was about to say, what do you mean? What do you mean?
I
Yo,
was
call.
Get him, shooter.
I was
Get him,
teeing you up.
shooter.
I was just
Like, what's
teeing
that
you
show
up.
That's
called
hate.
again?
I was
That's
just
hate.
teeing you up.
He's
That's
teeing
all.
me up.
That's
Alley-oop,
it. That's
alley-oop.
it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Thanksgiving just passed
Yes.
this weekend, and last week we actually dropped the Eden episode the weekend of Thanksgiving, which I thought was dope.
Yeah.
I think sometimes God, the universe, whatever it is that you believe in, the timing you can't predict. Like I always say, God laughs at my plans.
The slang is I'm sorry. The saying is, a man proposes, God disposes.
I never heard that. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I will keep that in my back pocket. But I always use in my own, because there's so many times where you plan something, you envision something, you see something. It's like, oh my God, this is where I'm gonna go. This is who I'm gonna be. And then God will laugh and like give you this crazy U-turn, the fork in the road. Now you got to pick a way that you didn't think.
Yeah, he hit you
and
with
he
his
just laughs.
chancleta. Yeah.
Yeah, I like
Literally, you'll think you're heading somewhere, and then he's like, aha! Just
And it don't
wait,
work like
just
that.
wait.
It don't work like that. So last week was another example of that. So we ended up dropping the episode the weekend of Thanksgiving, or the week of Thanksgiving, right
Like leading
prior
up to it, yeah.
leading up to the holiday. And I think it worked out perfect with all the shit that we've kind of experienced over the last few episodes, last few weeks.
Which we did not plan. That
and we
storm.
didn't plan it.
We didn't plan like
We didn't
the
plan.
back and forth. None of it,
None of
guys.
it.
Like
Yeah.
literally.
We didn't plan
Yeah.
any of that, but I think it worked out beautifully.
It did.
Again, shout out to Eden. One of the reasons that we had withheld that episode was because we wanted to drop it to align with his In My Bag Party series.
Yeah.
Which, I wish I had my fucking aux cooked up. I would play every song that they played that night. Because it was a vibe. It was a vibe.
We
And
told you guys you should go. We were dead ass.
I was
one of the best parties.
I definitely made sure I held it down for us
Thank
as
you.
a team.
How many bottles you bought for the set?
I had at least 4.
Jesus
Damn.
Christ.
One
say.
for all of us. I had about 4 bottles.
Aw, in
about
our honor.
That was
8
smart.
That's
refills
cute.
of hookah.
That's cute.
Kept it
That's not
even.
healthy, but okay.
They
That's what's up.
Yeah, they it was a great time. It was a great time. So yeah, shout out to Eden, shout out to all those guys.
Yes.
Salute to them, salute to them.
Mike, Andres,
And
like
my
all of those
bag.
guys. Yeah.
Oh wait, speaking of, we didn't even plan this in the beginning of the episode. SaVon was saying women that trust men don't exist.
They don't.
This is a very good testament because my boyfriend was there with him, with my
Yes.
wild friend, and I'd hope they had a good time. I didn't even check my phone, nothing like that.
You are.
The wild friend?
Did I say that?
Who's the wait.
She said it by accident too.
My boyfriend was with the wild friend and then
You were
pointed
just talking
left.
about how you ordered 4 bottles and 8 hookahs.
Yeah, but that's for a vibe.
And I was like, honey, go have fun with SaVon. Like, I don't care.
You know what? You did. And he looked miserable without you. I will give him that.
Oh my
He looked like
goodness.
he had a really good time.
Yes.
But there were moments where, so the whole like premise of In My Bag is sing along,
Yes.
right?
He had to look. Yeah, okay.
And so when Love by Keisha Cole came on,
Uh-oh.
I looked straight at him. Because I'm like, wait, normally him and Regi are singing
That
together,
is
but
true.
she's not here.
You trying to TYB? Trying to take a nigga bitch?
No,
What?
Why you singing to him?
I didn't sing to him.
Yeah, why'd you lock
Oh.
eyes with my man?
I said I sung to him. I didn't say that.
Oh, you did?
I said I looked at him while he was singing
Yes.
without Regi being there.
Yeah. Why?
Because I know that's their thing.
You became Regi.
I understand what you're trying to say, SaVon.
Thank
I get you.
Thank you.
so you
know what
became
it is?
Regi in the spot.
You know what it is? Alex don't be going out with us like that. So he don't know the
my
cues, you know what I mean?
gosh.
Got it.
Stop
No.
this little.
Yo, say
Sometimes just take it, bro. Take that. Take that.
Hey,
Pause.
yo,
Take that. Just
Hey.
sometimes just take it,
That
bro.
shit
You
come-
don't always
Hey,
gotta combat
that's-
the shit that I be saying.
Hey, nah,
Just
that
let me
shit-
get my jokes off.
Hey man, that should come with a whole nother meaning these
I
days.
know,
I was trying to see how I could bring that up.
Take
but-
that, nigga.
I ain't taking.
Don't repeat it.
I ain't
Damn.
taking nothing, nigga.
Nah, I didn't coin the phrase.
Oh, I know you did. Trust me, I know you did.
That phrase is out of bounds.
No. We gonna talk
At the
about
moment.
mad phrases.
Oh yeah,
before-
for sure.
But
Yes.
Yes.
I had a really good time.
Amazing
It was an
time.
amazing time.
Thank you for holding it
Over the
down
highway.
for us.
No, but on sincere, yeah. Thank you for representing. I
Nah,
really
for
had a good
sure.
time.
Always. I'm always being tuned. Whatever, the hookah.
Wait, I just have
hookah
like a
vibes.
random question. So you guys talked about like fighting and stuff, and this reminded me of a question that I was asked yesterday. So you guys know me well by now.
Yes.
Sorry, this is very random, but okay. So
No, it's-
let's say somebody came up to you on the street and was like, guys, I just saw Regi. She was arguing with somebody in the street. Like she was arguing. What do you think I was arguing about? This is a test how well you guys know me.
Somebody disrespected one of your friends.
Aw.
What
That
do
was
I
a
think
serious
you
answer.
are?
That was nice. What?
What do I think you was arguing?
Yeah, if you just heard that some random person came up to you and was like, yo, Regi was arguing, your co-host was arguing. What was she arguing about? Like, what would I be arguing about?
She don't play with her friends, yo.
Yeah, that's a fact.
She does not play about her friends.
She don't play with her family either.
Yo, her friends is like the Marvel characters. When they all assemble,
Yeah.
shit get crazy.
You went to the mixer, you know.
Yes.
Are you stealing his answer, SaVon?
No, I'm trying to seriously think because
about
his shit was good. Like
Right?
that was a really good because you
And that
really
was
don't
fast,
play.
too. Thank you,
Yeah, you don't
Alex.
play about your friends.
doesn't.
Somebody fucked up your food order.
That's silly.
Somebody fucked up. Somebody fucked up your Dunkin' order. Or something like that's what I think it would be. Somebody fucked
You
up
know
your
what?
food.
For the people that only listen to the pod and know us surfacely, that would be valid because I love my food. I
Yeah.
love to eat and stuff.
Facts.
But you guys are both wrong because it's actually a trick question.
Damn.
I don't argue like publicly. I would never fucking do that, guys.
But
You
but
know,
no, but
I
you
would
can't.
never be yelling in the
No.
street
But you made
like
us
that.
choose.
You
You
can't
made us-
say that, bro.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Would I?
You'd be like, Regina, you're not a fighter.
That's not a cop out.
I don't know. Like, I just can't imagine me fighting. I can't do it, guys.
I know, but you don't feel like it could maybe happen one day because someone really took you to a place you've never been?
Yeah,
You know
if
what
I was
mean?
put in that situation, I don't know what I would do.
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
also remove myself from, like, let's say if someone was disrespect my friend, I would just get us like out of there. I wouldn't be like, "What you say, bitch?" Like, I don't do that.
I don't think you would either. But the scenario was if somebody came up to me and said it.
Oh no, yeah, they're
So
lying.
my intent, like,
Yo.
I guess I would. You would.
Yo.
You got
You
it.
got it.
Yeah,
You
Okay,
would.
guys, those are
got
really
it.
good answers.
You
I'm
would.
kidding. I'm kidding.
You fucking would.
I just smoked this, so
Would you,
that's
do you
what
guys
say.
fight? Do you guys argue in public?
In public? No, not in public.
Not
I
these
feel like
days.
you
Not
don't
public.
you like
Things have changed a lot.
argue.
I walk away.
Yeah.
I changed.
Okay.
I walk
Did you
away.
used to? You used to.
You know what's funny? These days, people really never want to argue in public.
Did you used to get into like fights? I feel like you guys used to
did.
talk about that.
Yeah. Time's back.
When I was,
Sounds bad.
younger.
He's like, Regina, shush.
That was a little different. That was a little different back then.
Made
Okay,
some
anyway.
changes. Made some changes.
Yeah, we made some changes. When I first
Oh,
started,
I
like,
love it.
when me and Alex first started hanging around, I had broke my hand. Off of
Yo,
like that.
no funny
Say
shit.
I was
what?
walking around with a cast.
I was like,
Oh
SaVon.
my god!
I
Like
was
you
like-
used to like yell and like punch people.
No. I don't start, like, I'm not a starter.
Oh no! I know.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
like
Finish some
if
shit.
someone like disrespected you, be like what, and then punch them.
It's not even me. You could disrespect. No, let me not put that out in the world. Do
Yeah,
not
don't say it.
disrespect me.
True.
But I have a lot more leniency towards navigating situations that are aimed at me than I do somebody I'm with.
Okay.
So, like, I would fight faster if somebody fucked with Alex or you than I would if somebody fucked with me because I'm like, I could just brush it off. Like, I don't really
I'll be
give a
fine.
fuck.
Yeah.
But if it comes to my people that I'm with, especially if I'm with, like, a girl,
Now you have to fight.
now it's like, I gotta kill
Gotta
you.
show out.
Like, now I gotta kill you. Like, goddamn,
like,
bro.
damn, I really gotta beat
Like,
your
I really
head
don't
in.
want to do it. So, yeah. Like, we got a lot of motion in this pod.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things I'm thankful for. Like, I'm thankful that we have worked ourselves into a position where there's something of value here, and I don't have to react in that way anymore when I go out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, before, I wasn't.
Like you have something to lose.
Yeah, like, I got something to lose.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
different.
we could just do whatever we want. But now people know.
Yeah.
People see us.
Now, like,
Sure.
people see us, and I know
Yeah.
what a weekend in jail can do to us.
Yeah.
I know what, you know what I'm saying?
And I'm gonna keep saying that people don't have that energy in person.
Yeah.
Nah, a
And
weekend in
I'm
jail.
not built for jail.
A weekend in jail would up the views a little bit.
Nah, yeah.
Like, I'm not built for
I
jail.
do not want to go to jail right now.
Like, yeah, no.
Life is like,
Me
why,
neither.
why would I want to do that? Like, no.
Yeah, no. So yeah, speaking of Thanksgiving, that's actually one of the things, excuse me,
Yeah.
that I was really thankful for. Just seeing how this year transpired for all of us, like as a collective. I know on Patreon we alluded to talking about like our individual years, and we'll do that at some point.
Yeah.
But as a collective, I think we fucking like smashed this year.
First and foremost, God is amazing. I walked in.
Indeed.
I'm telling you, right, Pierre. I walked into the studio today and was like, "Yo, words mean things," and to watch our words. And I just remember coming in the beginning of this year, we were all over the place. Even if we did a really good job of covering it, and salute to all the
Yeah.
supporters.
Yeah, the first quarter of this year.
First quarter was,
pretty chaotic.
They was
Pretty
listen,
like uncertainty a little bit. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
it was very different than how strong we are now.
absolutely,
It was.
absolutely. To see us now in this fourth quarter, I just say we beat our opponents up. You know what I'm saying? So
Ooh.
definitely blessed. God is amazing, and words mean things. Real shit. Like you got to write things down and believe it.
Oh my gosh.
You say that a lot, Regi. Yeah.
No, I really do this. I've been doing this for a few years, like to either the beginning of the year or the end of the year. The key is to write letters to yourself, but in present tense. Like not like, oh, I wish I had a boyfriend. It's like, wow, I can't believe, thank you, universe, for giving me this man I dreamed of. Like I love, like in present tense, close it up, forget about it, and reread it in a year. I promise you, it's gonna come true.
Amazing.
Just try it, guys. It's amazing. Everything comes to life.
You gotta sanction it yourself.
Yeah, you gotta like really believe it's gonna happen, and then it's gonna happen.
That'd be the other side of things, right? Like saying some shit, but actually believing it.
Yeah. You can't just
It's a whole
write
nother animal.
and just be like, oh, it's gonna happen. No, just believe it. Take aligned action. Watch how your life changes, guys. Like,
Take aligned action.
That's why you got to be careful when you're telling people to take that.
Yo, you got to.
Take that.
You got to.
When that's when that's your go-to, bro,
Yo.
your life comes at you fast.
Yo.
yeah, like that was really Diddy's like his phrase because of that energy, right? Like that's why he always said, take that.
You know,
like,
I really don't know why Diddy would tell people to take that on the track. I don't.
Like
I really
that
don't.
was really his catchphrase, and we just
Nasty
all
move.
just like accepted it. Like,
Yeah. You know when
That's
you hear some
crazy.
freak shit, I kind of alluded to this on Patreon.
Yeah.
I'm just not that freaky than these dudes. I'm okay with
and
that.
that is okay.
Not a big
You have
old
nothing
freak.
to prove, Alex.
I have nothing to prove.
except to that one special lady, but
Yeah.
otherwise we don't have to,
Then we proving shit when she slide. You know what I mean?
But what if she's into like real freak nasty stuff?
Oh yeah, she won't like me. I'm okay with that. See, this is the problem with the
He said,
entertainment
"Oh, yeah."
industry. Right.
She won't
Let's-
like me.
Real shit.
I want to hear. I want to hear.
I really want to have a conversation about the entertainment industry.
Okay.
Let's talk.
I don't know if I'm freaky enough to be a Will Smith. That's no slight to him. Just hear what I'm saying. You hear a lot of stories about what a lot of prominent big people in this space had to do, the people they've met, and they're usually unsavory things that has nothing to pertain to their actual talent or what they do for work. A lot of the times you hear these stories about promiscuous activity that can lead you to another place and a bigger place, which would be dope, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's the problem. Just have sex missionary.
That's not don't tell people that.
That's the moral of the story.
Okay, I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
Bro.
I agree
Alright.
with I
Spicy.
agree with
Okay.
Alex in terms of like I feel like I don't have to talk about how freaky deaky I am publicly, but I don't agree that we should just do missionary all the time.
But think about
Okay.
how
Come
freaky
on,
you
you lost
gotta
me there.
be.
Okay.
Like think about how freaky you gotta be for your freak levels to like subside you.
Yeah.
They exceed who you are.
Yeah,
I've never
that's-
seen Will Smith in the bedroom. I've never seen Diddy in the bedroom. Now, I do want to preface this. We're going to talk about some things and trigger warning, right? I want y'all to know we take everything that we're going to talk about extremely serious here on the Need to Know
Absolutely.
podcast. But two things can always be true,
Absolutely.
right? Two things can always be true. There are freak levels, Will Smith and Diddy, that have exceeded their reputation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For sure.
Absolutely.
The silence, the silence.
No.
So-
And back to what I was saying. Just have sex and missionary, y'all.
No,
Because okay,
that's not good advice.
Okay, well-
you're gonna lose your girl doing that.
no.
Because you're gonna meet a guy who like does different things.
Okay,
Alex, you can't just do missionary the rest of your
you're
life.
right. You're right. I'm sorry. let me rephrase. Eat it a little bit, turn her around, and then do a little missionary. Why am I joking like this? Sometimes when you just keep your option list short, you know you don't get as promiscuous. You don't just start trying a whole bunch of other shit like, oh shit, let me get a whip and then eat an apple off my ass. See, when you only in the missionary, eat it a little bit. Very simple ways to have sex. Your
Safe-
mind
safe
stays in a
sex.
very
No.
safe
Okay,
place.
The reason why you lost me is
Okay,
because like
my
as
fault.
long as you guys are together and it's consensual, you could do all of this.
No, see, no. I'm so glad you brought that up.
Alex.
In the entertainment industry, a lot of people in this space require way more to feel satisfied and pleased,
Yeah.
even within their marriages.
It seems
Which-
like.
right, it seems like, right?
Yeah.
Which is why they usually swingers is a thing in the entertainment industry, right? Or trying to incorporate threesomes. It never seems like it's enough for these super big icons.
Yeah, it's like chasing a high. Everyone's chasing the next sexual liberating
Yes.
kind of moment.
Yes, and I don't know what that unlocks for them.
Yeah, I haven't gotten there at my level of fame.
Don't.
And so I can't speak to that. But missionary, you're gonna lose your girl if you just do missionary. Like
You
I
gotta
promise.
stroke it nice.
There's no stroke in the world that can
problem
only
is,
please your
you
girl
wanna
in
tell the truth?
missionary. Like unless you are like, I don't
No.
That's not gonna get it done.
You want
It's
to tell
not
the
gonna
truth?
get it done. I promise
You
you.
want to tell the truth? A lot of these dudes don't be liking y'all girl enough. Y'all gotta look at her face while you giving it to her. Okay, that's
And
a very intimate.
And you gotta hold it.
I think it's
Yes.
a power thing. I think it's a
Yes.
power thing. I think it's some kind of ego, control, and power when you get to that level.
I can see that.
And I think, like you said, it's not enough for them because they're capable of getting everything. So what I believe, this is my theory, and I've had this theory. So I saw a video.
Wait, like why people
A
are
while
so
ago.
freaky?
Yeah,
Okay,
the
okay.
freak offs.
Okay.
You heard about the freak offs?
The
Butty
FOs.
boy.
The FOs.
The freak offs is crazy. See, when I heard of a freak off, I thought it was just, you in one room, I'm in another room. We playing, the loud game. The loud game is I'm gonna make her go louder, she gonna make me go louder, and now we trying to compete to go louder.
See, I'm not even
I
that
thought
freaky.
that was the freak off.
See, y'all niggas is freaks, man.
I thought. I don't know.
Oh, that's what you thought?
I thought.
Oh, okay.
I didn't say I thought.
Okay, your depiction of what you could have. Okay.
Diddy's freak offs, alleged, were much different. There was a video I saw a while ago, and essentially it was of somebody, a very powerful man, saying, I'm so powerful that I can make another man suck my dick.
Yeah, you got to be strong. Nigga,
That's crazy to just say that.
You get what I'm saying? And
You ain't just-
like,
you gotta-
I'm so powerful
nigga
that
must be
I
the
can,
Hulk.
like that's. And so I think what happens is when men or certain men, let me not say all, because I know there's a lot of men who stand on how they feel and who they are, and they don't let this industry or monetary things like compromise them.
Yeah.
I think there's some men who have such a strong ego, such a strong sense of self, where they truly believe that they can control any and everything, and that includes another man. Like again, men, we drive off of our ego. So if you're able to control another man, that almost validates you if that's what you're looking for. You get what I'm saying? If you're looking for validation, if you're looking for power, like, yeah,
it's like what you want. Yeah. No, I
yeah.
get what
Like
you're saying.
I don't even know about gay, bisexual, or anything like that. I'm just going strictly off of people who are powerful and in positions of force.
Yeah.
Where you can force somebody to do things, and you prey on people in that way.
And in this scenario, you guys have probably heard of now, it's everywhere. Diddy met Cassie when she was 19.
Yeah.
So speaking to your point of wanting power over a person, 19 is a very vulnerable age.
And
he was already powerful
37.
at that point. Like,
And Diddy, right, Pierre? Diddy
he
is
was
still,
37.
and he was 37 at that time.
Yeah.
Okay.
damn.
And dating Kim Porter at the time.
There you go. Here's another thing that I don't hear a lot of people speaking about, but I think it's the most important piece from all of this. Diddy signed Cassie to a 10-album deal with Bad Boy. Why is that important? Because if you're signed to Bad Boy, 9 times out of 10, you're probably on a bunch of NDAs, non-disclosure agreements, about what you can and cannot say about its owner and practices, anything about people related to it, etc.
Yeah.
Right? And then back to your control point, man, if I'm 19 years old and knowing that Diddy is who Diddy is, he's worked with Puff, he's worked with Biggie, he's worked with the Maces of the world, he created all of these careers, and I know that he's capable to get me in that world. Damn, first off, I'm not even knowing the back end business of maybe me being signed to 10 albums at 19. I'm just thinking like, yo, dog, I might just need to rock with whatever he's saying to get my career off the ground.
And they were saying allegedly too that the structure of that was one album a year. So basically a 10-year
10 years.
contract.
Think
That
about
is
that.
insane.
Because I see a lot of people saying like, this came out as a civil suit. Why wasn't the criminal thing?
I could tell you that.
I mean, Pierre, if you could, yeah.
So under the New York's, it's a New York Survivors Act
Yes,
that was instituted last year, 2022.
yes.
Under the act, it basically gives people who were subject to sexual crimes, it gives you a year past the statute of limitations. And under that act also, you could only civilly sue the person that you're alleged conducted the crime against you. So you can't sue them criminally.
If you look a few of these things up, all the answers are there, but people don't really like the facts and shit like that. I get it. Everything else is way more salacious. So when you understand these few things and knowing like, yo, this young lady probably never felt in a position of being in control of probably her own life. I'm not saying that at 19 you maybe wanted to be around a certain lifestyle, but at the end of the day, an adult is an adult and a child is a child, right? So whoever was around that was okay with that shit, man, you should be held accountable too.
As we're getting older, I want society standards to raise, right? And I want people to kind of use their thinking caps, and I want people to kind of use context clues, and I want people to use, just looking at what history has shown us. What I mean by that is, I think when we were young, or back in the day, before any of us were even born, right? I'm the oldest on this pod outside of Pierre. I ain't gonna tell your age. But as far as the people like in front of the camera, I'm
You
the
just call me
oldest
an
on the
old
pod.
head? That's crazy.
You just had to throw that in
That's
there.
crazy.
Like,
Nah, bro.
You could have just kept it on you the whole
Nah,
time.
my fault. I'm gonna keep that.
Yeah.
That's
He
crazy.
tried to throw it on you.
My
word.
fault, gang.
SaVon might be my biggest hater.
Yo, church.
It be your own
you
man.
just
Your
had
own
to get
people.
that
Yo,
off.
That's
my
crazy.
fault, bro. But
Yeah.
I'm the oldest on this podcast,
Yeah.
right? I was born in '94, so like everything prior to 1994, even 1990, the '80s, '60s, '70s, people, it was normalized to date younger. Age gaps were a lot more prominent because society didn't view it as such a bad thing. And maybe it's because of lack of education. Maybe it's because of lack of, nuance and understanding. Like, I don't think in 1960s people was acknowledging anxiety.
Nah,
You
not
know,
at all.
like it's just evolution of human.
And like what that age gap really does to the younger person. Like people haven't learned as of that time, like what the psychological effects that it can really have.
Exactly. So at those later or earlier periods, I'm not gonna excuse it, but I can understand it a little bit more.
And at that time, man, we fighting for civil rights and shit. Like it's
Yeah.
just mad other shit going
There's
on.
a lot
Bigger
happening.
fish to fry.
Yeah,
Way
there's a
bigger
lot
fish-
happening. There's a
Way
lot.
bigger fish to fry. Yeah.
Today in 2023, 2024, whenever it is that you listen to this podcast, today we all can look at an age gap and say, wait, this just doesn't match up.
Yeah,
Also,
this might not be right.
the way that life has happened, right? Like inflation has caused so many divisions within generations and within social
For sure.
constructs where somebody who's 21 today and somebody who's 41 today, they are so far apart in life, from their responsibilities to their careers to their education to their exposure. Like we have divvied up so many different generations in such little time compared to, again, 40 years ago. A 40-year-old, they might have a little bit more in common with a 25-year-old because we're all just in this shit figuring it out. In my opinion, this is just my opinion. We have to, and when I say we, I mean as a society, we have to question things a little bit more. And so when you see a 40-year-old dating a 19-year-old, like, yes, that 40-year-old may be going through a midlife crisis, and yes, that 19-year-old may be a little bit naive, but I think we have to start looking at those things and start questioning those and bringing it to the light and not just accepting everything that we see. Now, I don't want to say that a 40-year-old can't fall in love with a 19-year-old. In some world, maybe it could, but me being a 30-year-old, I have nothing to talk about with anybody that's younger than 25.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Or maybe even 26, personally, for me.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so I can imagine, and a part of me not feeling like I can talk to somebody under 25, a 4 or 5 year age gap with me, right? Is because doing what it is that the three of us do, all of us are in a similar space. We're trying to build our career. We're trying to figure out what, our future looks like. We're trying to balance family and social. Like, there are so many things that me approaching 30 years old cannot relate to a 21-year-old, a 24-year-old, a 20. I just can't relate.
Yeah.
I just can't find. I don't care. Like, I know a lot of guys, and I hate that niggas be using this line, but a lot of guys be like, you're so mature for your age.
I mean, are we not supposed to mature?
And maybe in some aspects, a younger woman or a younger person, younger guy, whoever it is, like whatever the dynamic is, maybe they are a little bit more mature, but they can't relate to where you are in your life at 30 compared to 21. You just cannot. You cannot convince me.
It's two different things.
I'm sorry.
I'm with you, Sam. I think a lot of those dudes are very weird, and I think they're weirdos.
And that's what we have to start saying
I think
out
they're
loud.
weirdos.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
this is why you my nigga, bro.
Come on, G. You
Because
know how we ride. We know what that
there are
weird
definitely
shit.
some
Niggas is
people
weird.
in real life that we see that date like mad young girls, and we're like, what is going on here?
And their excuse is, oh, well, older man, he wouldn't want something older. Why would he want something else? You sound fucking stupid. It really sounds like when you try to talk to women that's your age, they see you as the sucker you are, so they don't give you no play. But you know what girls younger than you, you can manipulate them.
Because
You got money.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
You
yo,
got
but you a
success.
sucker to a nigga like me. Like, you're a sucker, bro. Like, I don't find that shit fly. To SaVon's point, having things in common is very important. Like, what could you possibly have in common with this person? Real talk. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because now it opens up more doors, man. And now that person doesn't understand that you've kind of lived your life already. So they don't know that you could possibly be trying to do something to them. They just look at you as somebody that's a little older and in their life, when in actuality, you know you're doing something. That shit is weird.
Yeah.
But you're right.
And Diddy was an A&R. At the time that he met Cassie, I don't think he was his professional. I don't think he was the one known as an A&R. I think at that point he had already created Bad Boy.
Oh, for sure.
But at the same time,
definitely did.
Oh, yeah.
right? And at the same time, she was procuring the music industry.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of like, you know, what added to her, I guess I could say in my brain, hey, if I know somebody that could kind of, you know, resurrect or give me a second life or whatever the case is in the profession that I want, you know, I could see how she might have gotten or has gotten intertwined in some things.
Mm-hmm.
No, for sure.
Like that's what led her to, you know, be around like him and all that.
That's why I hate the whole, why didn't she say anything?
Oh, I wanted to talk
Please.
specifically about that, like why it quote unquote took her so long. I feel like Alex already broke down the 10 album, which is actually a 10-year deal, as Pierre also added on. Like, I don't think it was, I know you're not saying it was just that. I know that was just like an
No, I know what you
explanation,
mean.
but
Yep,
like it's
you're
like,
good.
even if she wasn't under a deal with victims of abuse, it's like you can't just like one day just wake up and be like, you know what, I'm gonna stand up to my abuser and just leave. Like, it's really not that easy. Like, even if it takes like 20 years, 25 years, 30 years, like it's like, even with her too, I read the lawsuit, like she had nowhere to run. She had no one to talk to, no one to protect her. Like, she could escape, like literally, quite literally escape and leave the property or something and like go to like another country and someone within his network would find her. And that went on for like a decade. And also, even with this law not expiring, because I feel like that was the main reason why she really stepped up, like that day, like this month, like why she did it. I feel like that was like a really big reason. But also it's like, she just had to tell her story like on her own terms. I feel like that's what I first felt when I first saw like that headline. I'm like, wow, she's finally ready to like tell her story. I don't know why, like,
And why not a better time to do it, right? I'm married. I'm starting
safe.
I'm
Yeah.
safe. I'm starting a new life. I have new children. I'm in a whole new phase of my life. I read the 35-page lawsuit of that New York Times article. It's very detailed. So detailed to the point in, if I knew that I maybe at one time tried to get away from this man, and he blew up the car the nigga I was dealing with, do you think I'm gonna be moving with grace, caution, or I'm gonna be just a hothead out here? I mean, so when you take a step back and you actually analyze the information, you gotta put on your human brain being. It is so easy to just be like, oh, well, she just wanted the money. Well, if she went through that, I think she should get a fucking bag.
Well, I'm gonna leak some information now.
Oh,
no,
you TMZ?
No. When I say leak information, I mean
Oh,
our
shit.
group chat.
Oh, shit.
Just our group chat.
Oh, so you-
let's talk about it.
Yeah. So when all of this was happening,
Yeah.
you know, and because the beautiful thing, again, I'm talking about alignment. I'm talking about, you know, being intentional. Like,
Right.
again, the way that all of the events happened,
Yeah.
we were just lucky that we had an episode ready for that week where we didn't have to cover it in real time.
Like literally the next day, we would have had to come in. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, we had to
you know,
talk
I
about
saw all these big outlets having to cover this in real time.
Mhm.
And what fucked them up, in my opinion, is that they settled so quickly, right? We
the
because
next day.
we don't have the luxury or the situation where we record every single day, every other day,
Right.
twice a week. We don't. We record once a week. So what you get from us on the Thursday is what you have to live with until
For
the next
the next
Thursday
week.
comes,
Our
right?
raw reactions, yeah.
So we have a lot of space to fuck up in real time.
Mhm.
So again, the alignment in how last week played out and this week played out with the Eden episode coming out and us not having to cover this in real time, it worked in our favor, in my belief, because I didn't have to talk about Diddy last week when everything was happening. But there are some people who did. And as far as leaking everything, I felt that in the moment, and I've changed my thoughts. Regi, thank you for being the light that you are and walking me to saying, You
She's
are
a bean.
fuck boy. Shut the fuck up. And you always say it in such a nice way.
She
But
does.
the first
Actually
thing,
didn't say. Well, he's gonna reference like we had a short conversation about the settlement. I actually didn't say it that crazily. I'm very proud of myself.
you know you didn't. You didn't.
I feel like I sound very normal.
said it
Okay,
really nice way.
you explain
you
first.
threw some basil on it.
You threw a little bit of salt, but I understood the sauce, and I was
Wait,
like,
hold
oh.
on. Let me explain myself. Okay, you go first.
All that when the settlement first happened, the first thing that I said was money grab. That's the first thing that I said. I said, okay, wait, it was civil. So again, none of us.
Yeah.
I'm not a lawyer.
Money
Let me
was
not speak
always,
to
if
y'all.
it's a civil suit, money was always involved from the beginning. So I could see why that's people's like knee jerk reaction, like, oh shit, she wanted money from the start. That's,
and give me a little bit, just give me a little bit of credit, right? And you don't have to agree with me, but this was the fastest settlement in USA history.
Oh, ever.
Like,
ever. Ask all the lawyers.
In
for
life.
X amount of dollars. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I've seen people settle for like $2,500. Yeah, you nigga, you gave me a fucking what's it called, a fender bender.
Yeah.
You got a little fender bender. I'll give you $3,000. Like that settlement, cool. You can do that in like 24 hours. The numbers that they were talking, 30, 10, 15, 50 million, and we still don't have an undisclosed like number. But the numbers that they were talking being settled so quickly, it was like, wait, hold the fuck up.
Okay, wait, can I say something to that? Like the
Go.
speediness of it.
Yeah.
Like I feel like people say, oh my God, it like was settled so quick, so of course it was a money grab. That was just like a lot of people were saying that. And I feel like, I don't know, my thinking was like the fact that it got settled so quickly was less about her wanting the money, like the money so quick. It was more about how he settled it so quickly because he did not want shit to go out. Is that not what happened? Like
Absolutely.
that's why it was settled so quickly, guys.
And-
not like, well, my opinion.
And the
allegedly.
time too, it was a Friday, so it would have carried into the weekend. And I think the way that the lawsuit was written, it was so specific. If I'm a lawyer and I have somebody comes in and alleges somebody else does something, it was written up to the point where I could kind of tell that they might have had hard evidence to everything that they were alleging.
Hey, to add on to that, Pierre, Diddy didn't want information to come out, right? If I'm a victim,
No,
why the
yes.
hell would I want to relive through
Yeah.
a lot of this bullshit? And yeah, in those 35 some odd pages, we saw a lot. But you know how much shit was probably redacted? That would, if a criminal trial came to
And
fruition,
she was cross-examined.
right?
She would have to
Do you know
give
what
her
would
testimony.
the type of shit I would have to take on again and relive? It's so many variables to this shit that I don't think people understand. And not to you, SaVon, but just like when we see these things, like it can go different directions. It's not so black and white, you know. And I just don't like this to be so dense when there's
Also,
potential
like,
victims.
Maybe
in play.
she also wanted to settle quickly too. Like maybe
That's
she
what I'm
wanted
saying,
that.
yeah.
She wanted to get it over with. Like she's like,
Yeah.
hey, I told my story publicly. It's on public record. Like I did it. Like maybe that's what she wanted. You know?
No, for sure. It definitely.
You've been screaming DeLeon. Let me get 30 million,
I was-
nigga. love. Let me get some love.
If all
Right?
of these allegations are true, which I believe, plenty of people like we've all heard certain things, and I don't know what y'all have heard. Like I know, and I'm not even like really in the thick of this industry.
But none of us
but,
are. That's the
like,
thing.
I've even heard like certain allegation scenarios, and then even the things like with the Wale's and the controlling. Like there's a lot to it. It's extremely layered, and I think
And my man
know-
Wale pinned up on a balcony. Man.
you heard about that shit?
Yeah.
I don't believe that story. I don't believe the source who said that story about Wale.
He was giving really good details.
I
though.
do
So,
believe the source.
If there was somebody, do you want to break that down?
There was a member of this guy. I don't know. I think his name is Ant Glizzy.
Yeah,
Ant
and
Glizzy.
Glizzy.
Oh wow, how did I get
But
that?
Glizzy is crazy in your
You're
name.
like I'm right.
Now, at that point in time, Glizzy meant something else.
He was a former
Glizzy.
affiliate of Shy Glizzy, who was, oh, I'm so awesome. I'm so awesome. You know, y'all probably remember that slap from way back when. Anyway, him and Shy Glizzy are at odds. So they got beef going on, meaning like,
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
didn't
he's
know
really,
that.
yeah. I wanted to add some context to it. He spoke about on his YouTube channel now. That's what all these cats kind of do now. Beef with your homie and start a YouTube channel, and then talk about all they bullshit and mess and nonsense, and then go get numbers and then go get paid on YouTube. Anyway, he was talking about how Wale was warning him and Shy Glizzy that they were on their way to a place, to the studio, where Cassie would be potentially recording someone with Wale. But Wale was letting the two of them know, letting the group know, like, yo, listen, Diddy don't play when it comes to this young lady, all right? Keep your head straight. Don't be too extra. We're in and out of here. We're just trying to do the work. And in that soliloquy on his YouTube channel, he goes into how Diddy found out that they were working, and by his version of the story, they were literally just working. It was all musical. There was no touchy handsy feeling, no weird shit going on. And he found out the location, and yeah, he had him upside down on the balcony, allegedly. The reason why, like, no one has to believe. The reason why I like believing shit like that is like, what's the point of fucking lying about some weird specific shit like that?
I don't know.
He said,
people,
but
like
you can't
Kevin,
do that.
Kevin
No.
Gates be lying about everything, so I don't know.
You can't say that. As somebody who, like, firsthand how the internet can be.
No, I know.
You know firsthand
For
how
sure.
people just love attention. You know firsthand how people just want to be heard. Like, a lot of people search for their 15 minutes of fame. A few weeks ago, we had a little controversy, whatever, misunderstanding, whatever you want to call it. And one of the things that we prided ourselves on is building this shit brick by brick.
Yes.
We don't look for moments to capitalize and say, oh, this is like, that's just not who we've been.
Right.
Unfortunately, there are people who are on the opposite end of the spectrum who look for these moments.
I understand that, but let's go into psychology a little bit,
Okay.
right? Because you're completely right.
Mhm.
There are people that just want to get into the salaciousness and run with whatever name they have to make something. I'm really speaking to the specificalities of things, right? Like, you are affiliate of Shot Glizzy, who wasn't like the biggest rapper, but absolutely had a relationship with Wale. And we know how these entertainment circles work. It be so-and-so's mans that was around Jay-Z. It be so-and-so's mans that was around Beyonce. It was so-and-so's mans, just notable people. It'd be really small people that you won't expect to be in the room. Yeah. That be in the room.
And when he was speaking, he said he didn't even like posture himself to be like, yeah, I was the big guy, the big honcho, the HNIC. He literally said,
yeah,
I was just there getting like drinks and like just kind of like playing like security almost.
Yeah.
And then he said like even specifically like the shoes that Wale wore on the way there were the same shoes.
And I
that
get
he wore.
that. I get it. I'm just very wary and aware of clout demons.
No, for sure.
Like, I'm
sure.
aware of people who look for their 15 minutes. I'm aware of people who want clout. I'm aware of people who want other people's positions. I don't know this guy. I don't know this gentleman at all.
Yeah.
But I need a little bit more substance than for me to just
because it's just at this point, it's like, do we believe his word or not? And it's like, and SaVon's like, I mean, like, why would I just believe him?
You know,
I feel it.
We've just seen so many scenarios where people just want attention.
Some of the times, bro, the people that you would be expecting to tell the truth, which is the bigger person, are the ones that aren't because they have something to hide. And as opposed to the people that don't got nothing to lose, like how we started this shit.
I believe,
tough.
So, all right, there was a former security guard. I don't have his name offhand. Pierre, if you can look up the former security guard
for
of
Diddy.
Gene Deal.
Gene Deal. Yeah.
That's my man, Gene Deal.
He was a bodyguard.
That's my man.
Bodyguard.
Yep.
Hey, if you need some nigga to come talk about some shit, call my man Gene.
I'm a lot more willing to believe somebody like a Gene Deal
sure.
than somebody like a Shot Glizzy. Now, for two reasons.
I was about to say, explain
One of the reasons is Gene Deal doesn't have a YouTube channel where he's trying to promote, where he's trying to get people to interact, where he's trying to get people to subscribe.
Right.
I think whoever's platform he was on said, hey, I know you have a relationship with Diddy. Do you mind talking about this?
But I think Gene Deal was paid from a lot of these.
No, for sure. He could have been paid.
So there's something.
And I'm not saying like he had no, like, of course, there's an incentive for him to go on that platform.
Right.
If he was paid, that's cool. But I think the difference is he got paid to tell his story, to tell his truth.
Right.
Once you pay me, I can say whatever. I can say my truth. I don't think there's any intention. Like, you don't get,
or you could lie.
The check doesn't change. And again, I don't know the inner workings of Gene and whoever he had this conversation with.
It was with the art of dialogue.
Cool. Shout out to them. I don't believe that the content of the conversation changes based on the dollar amount that you give me. I think that I'm going to tell the truth or my truth as much as I know it. And that's just what it's going to be.
It's because you have morals and ethics, SaVon. I think if you pay someone the right amount, like
they'll lie.
They will take it to make the interview very, very salacious. And, like, imagine you pay someone, right, who you know is involved in some shit, right? And let's say I'm just like I'm a murky businessman. I'm on some shit like, your dog, like, I'll give you 10 if you keep it calm, but I might throw you 15 if you take it there.
If you take it there in the truth.
No. That's you saying.
That's what I believe.
Yeah, that's
and
you.
that's just what I want to believe.
I feel you.
So
that's fair.
I'm gonna take.
I know people out here that will lie.
No, I get
for
that.
the money.
And again, I understand that, and I'm not gonna dispute that. What I am gonna say is, for somebody to say, hey, I'm going to launch my YouTube channel based off of, or I'm going to gain attention off my YouTube channel based off of these stories and allegations, I got to look at that a little bit different.
But what if you were involved in something? Like just speaking
Maybe he was, and maybe he was really close to it. But I think the timing just doesn't sit right with me, and I think the benefit of it just doesn't sit right with me. I feel like it's opportunistic.
Oh, for
where
sure.
I feel like, Gene, this is more, the opportunity is for me to actually tell my truth, where the other person, I feel like this is an opportunity for me to build my brand, or for me to build my cachet. That's just how I see it.
I respect that.
Both could
I
be
respect
true.
that. I
Both
respect
could be
that.
liars.
Yeah.
I don't know what's true and what's not. But it's
Yeah.
easier for me to believe somebody who's on someone else's platform who's just like, hey, fuck it, I'm going to just tell my truth, compared to somebody who's trying to create a platform based off of a salacious story.
I respect that. And Gene Deal has been doing these interviews for years.
Yeah.
You can find a bunch of Gene Deal's clips from over the years of him referencing a lot of these stories that are prominent now around this Diddy case.
Yeah.
So, I'm listening to you.
And the biggest thing for me and what Gene was saying, where I kind of like gave credence to, is he specifically said, look, I didn't work around Cassie. I wasn't there at the time, but a lot of it is reminiscent of what he saw happen with
Kim Porter.
Yeah. And I want to shout out to Academics too. I want to shout out to Academics' coverage on all of this, because I think
He was one of the only ones out there.
Literally.
he was the, not one of. I
Literally.
think he was the only one really
What
covering
was his
this.
stance on things?
And he didn't really give a personal stance.
Yeah.
Well, first off, he don't fuck with Diddy.
Damn, really?
He don't
Oh, I
really
didn't know
care.
that. Why?
He
Like,
doesn't
just-
really care for Diddy.
Like, all, like
He
before he
thinks
before this?
Santana. What's the dude that said he want to take his booty? He said,
Saucy Santana.
there we go, Saucy Santana. Yeah, he says, they was trying to set him up when he came to Miami or some shit.
Wait, he
Oh my
thinks Diddy and
goodness.
Saucy was trying to set him up.
Yeah, on some. Hey man, come party, daddy.
This is
know that.
wild.
Yeah, you know.
I didn't know that. What I do know is Ak is not a fan.
You know that's what Diddy
of
be saying. He be calling niggas daddy.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Like basically, Ak wouldn't be caping for Diddy at all in this
Yeah,
in anything.
no,
he's
okay.
very
I never knew that.
objective.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ak
That's
seems
cool.
to be very objective. You ever been called daddy, Reggie?
What the fuck type of question is this, SaVon?
Nah, cause
Slater?
I ain't like when he was calling Meek daddy
Why
in the
would
pool.
anybody be calling me daddy?
I
And
gotta
on Tim
ask you
Chips.
first, so then I can ask Alex without it being weird. So
But Alex is a man.
I don't know. That's like,
Just ask him.
no, you
Don't bring
ask
me.
now.
Don't bring me into this.
I'm not. I can't ask him now because it's weird.
Yeah, nah, I ain't like that.
Alex says, a young lady ever called you daddy?
Or just a person as a guy. I'm just saying, like, we saw mad interviews of Diddy, and like, there's a lot of discomfort.
Nah, no funny shit though. One person who was really uncomfortable around Diddy, 50 Cent.
Yeah, 50 don't fuck with Diddy.
50 Cent, I never really understood where their beef originated or what added to it.
If you tried to take me shopping, Alex,
There you
I
go.
will not fuck with you for life.
That's valid, daddy.
Don't ever
valid.
don't ever
valid.
open up your wallet to me.
Valid.
Not in that way. If you want, we could go like drink for drink, bottle for bottle, stuff like that, like manly shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or just taking SaVon on a little
But
cute,
if you
cute
want to
little
like,
shopping spree?
if you trying to like enhance my drip,
Yeah.
because you the drippy nigga on the pod. If you trying to like, yo, bro, I need
Yeah,
you
look
to
at
like
that
get right. I'm not gonna take that offer.
And
Don't
y'all
ever
can't
ask
have
me no shit like
y'all can't have matching outfits either.
Yo, why he had matching outfits with my man Meek? I ain't like that.
Who did?
Did he?
Puff.
Oh, Puff.
Yeah.
But you know, like
matching Louis V.
niggas that really can't dress that well, they just buy the same shit.
Cop it together.
No, not even like they buy what's in season. Like when you're super
Like
rich,
what's hot.
you like in season is a thing. So you just buy what's quote unquote hot in the industry, and now everybody looks the same. So I'm not gonna put that on Meek because I think there's a world where they just bought the same Gucci, Fendi, whatever it was, and said, "Oh shit, this is hot today,"
Right.
and now they matching. They twins. Hey, twins. They twins.
Imagine you guys in the same fit. That would be so adorable.
We not rich enough. But we not rich enough.
Like in two Fendi tracksuits. That would be so cute. Imagine.
I'm stripping. I'm
He
taking
said,
my
"I'm
shit off.
Yeah.
We gonna remix that shit. He's gonna wear the top. I'm gonna wear the bottom.
Hey, you.
What?
Hey.
Yo, what kind? Yo, this Diddy conversation got you feeling loose, gang.
No, bro.
What's going on?
I'm
Who's
saying, if
taking
we-
what top
if
and
we-
bottom?
I don't know why you said that,
If
SaVon.
we can't,
You heard him, right?
Yes, I don't know
Bro,
why
You
said
heard
that.
him, right?
if we,
Niggas say daddy a few times and they start talking about top and bottom.
bro, I said if we
Calm
came in
down.
wearing the same fit,
Yeah.
you're gonna wear the top. I'm gonna wear the bottom.
We heard you.
He tried to clean it up. He tried
That would
There's
also
pants,
no,
like-
that would also be adorable.
You
No,
gotta,
that's
like-
funny. Wow, that was really funny, right?
That was sick.
Reggie, that was good.
That'd be cute.
That was sick.
That
I would
was
love
good.
it.
That just be
Was it a
Like,
cute
we're not
little picture?
matching fully. That's all I'm
fine.
saying.
I only really bring up the shopping thing because the rumors about Bad Boy, Diddy, and all this shit, they're not new. And
Right.
after a while, you got to start using your brain. Like, yo, dog, how many of this shit could actually be coincidental?
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
like all of the stories, and I love that people have spoken about it before, and now it's coming to revelation. Regi,
Yes.
our in-house astrologist.
Yes.
Can you speak to the young lady we saw on YouTube that spoke about
Oh
this?
wow. Okay. So, oh my
That
god,
messed me up, yo.
I knew her name right before you said that,
Oh
and
my
then
god,
I just had a brain
find it.
fart.
I could
Pierre
find
knows
it.
it.
But there was
Bella-
what does she
Bella-
identify?
Yeah.
Bella Sloan?
medium?
Bella Sloan.
Okay, what does she identify as? Is she a psychic? Is she a medium? I don't know.
A medium.
Okay, a
She
medium.
identifies it. Yeah, Bella
She
Sloan.
uploaded-
Sloan Bella. Sorry.
Oh, Sloan Bella?
Oh my
Sloan
God,
Bella.
Sloan
Oh,
Bella.
okay.
Okay, so she uploaded a video 5 months ago. I think it's probably 6 months ago by now, where she laid out. She had like a vision. She felt really in contact with Kim Porter's spirit, so she felt compelled to make a video. It's like a 30-minute video where she details like exactly what is going to happen in November 2023. She was like, "Hey, something big is happening. Kim Porter, the person who put her through all these things, it's gonna come crashing down for them on November like 16th, like literally to the day." She uploaded this 5 months ago, guys. Like she detailed everything, what happened to Kim, how it would go for Diddy. She even went on live like that day, that everything happened so that she could talk to people. And she literally said everything. She was like, "Guys, I know Diddy's being accused of these things. I know how you guys feel. He's not going to jail. Sorry to break it to you." Like, she knew everything. So if you don't believe in any of this stuff, you don't have to, but go watch the video. She predicted everything that is currently happening.
I'm not telling y'all.
It's crazy.
Crazy, right, Regi? I'm not telling y'all to believe. None of y'all don't want to believe. But use your common sense. Y'all have to use your common sense. Start piecing the thing. That shit scared. No, you good. That shit scared me, bro. She did that 5 months ago.
But my common sense says, can't we manipulate technology?
What?
Now,
what is it?
I gotta ask. No,
No,
I gotta
no,
ask.
no.
You're no
All right, so let me
fun.
go
I'm
deeper.
not.
Let
I'm
me go
sorry.
deeper.
Like,
Her
y'all niggas
fans-
can't get over on me.
Her fans were talking about the video for months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay, so
like,
I gotta ask. 'Cause I'm not
like she
familiar.
did- No,
That's
you're
a valid
fine.
question.
She has a
Familiar,
YouTube.
familiar.
Me too, because this sounds crazy. So SaVon isn't crazy for even mentioning that.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm so creeped out is I did the research that you're so curious about.
Okay.
Same.
And went to 5 months back and saw,
Like, who is this lady? Like,
like what is she
Got
about?
it.
And saw the people in the comments at that time
So-
trying. She was basically putting up her career on the line. Like, guys, I'm going out on a limb, but I do think some around November 16th should be occurring.
Yeah.
It's
Fuck
legit.
it's
In-
legit.
In your opinion, in your
my own
belief, in your
opinion.
research, it's legit.
For sure.
Okay.
And
I
how
believe
she
you.
was
Yeah,
how
I
she was
believe you.
speaking. She was speaking as if Kim was
Fuck my head up.
like talking to her.
No,
Fuck
yeah.
my
She
dog.
was saying, like, I
Kim.
see Kim right now. She's telling me this. I'm getting this energy from her. Like, she broke it down.
Yeah.
Like,
Really.
Yeah.
yes.
And one thing she said that I agree with, and we'll see if it comes to fruition. She said this isn't gonna stop. He's basically opened Pandora's box.
Yeah, I feel like that's
Yeah.
why that was my stance in the like why everything transpired the way it did. Even like the quick settlement, which was confusing to me too. But I feel like Cassie's point. Well, I don't know her. This is just my opinion. But like I feel like the point was to get her story, on paper, on public record, and also like leave the door wide open for prosecutors, other victims. Like that was the
Yep.
mission. It wasn't really about like
Yeah.
that's why I stood on like, guys, I know she probably did deserve money, but I don't think it was a cash grab because the mission was just a lot bigger. It was more about like speaking up and empowering like other victims. That's where my head went.
Great point.
And I don't know,
No.
this is just the beginning.
And
That's
since,
all I'm gonna
and
say.
since then, more accusations have come out on the matter. Him and allegedly with Aaron Hall involved in some shit like that.
Oh yeah.
Macy's has pulled out Sean Johnson. If you guys don't know, yes, P. Diddy did sell Sean Johnson years ago, but he recently bought it back a few years ago. So he did have current ownership over it as of most recently. Macy's has pulled it. Most recently, as we're recording, we're of the information that he had to step down as the chairman at Revolt. So, to this point of things just coming at a snowball effect, I don't think things are going to slow down, and people are probably going to feel more comfortable speaking on experiences.
Yeah, this is a layered conversation.
Yeah.
This is really layered, and I think a lot of people feel a little bit more comfortable talking about it because of the settlement. But again, sometimes the mission accomplished is just awareness.
Yeah.
Right. Sometimes there is no good, bad, evil. There is no beginning, and sometimes it's like I want to put this out into the world, and like I agree with what you said, Regi. Again, thank you for educating me in real time too, because when we were talking about in our group chat, and the first thing that I thought was money grab, you was like, hey, look, sit down, I don't believe so. This is why.
Yeah.
And you shifted my perspective. And I've had time to see how things unfolded. And, I'm leaning a little bit more towards, agreeing with you.
But also, I just, I think it's also important to, it was kind of like a casual conversation. We were just going back and forth in group chat. It was impulsive. We just got the news. I think Kieran sent it. And also, I don't judge you either, or whoever else agreed with you. Oh my God, he must have paid her $1 billion. That's why, guys. Clearly, I don't judge that either because it was very quick. But I just also said my opinion too, and you said your opinion. And now that we've had time to think about it, now what do we think? So yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. And while all of this is coming out, there's a lot of other A-list notable people who are being accused of certain things. Some of our faves, I'm not afraid to say Jamie Foxx is one of my faves, right?
Yeah.
And there's some allegations against Jamie Foxx.
Jamie, Cuban Good. Oh, we kind of knew that one.
I always fuck his name. How you say his name?
Cuba Good Jr.
Cuba?
Yeah, radio.
How I be saying that
I
shit?
hate how you say we always knew that one.
Yeah.
I don't even
Oh my
remember. You be butchering it.
I be saying
Cuba.
Cuba.
Oh, it's Cuba?
No, SaVon says Cuba.
but I call
Cuba.
a nigga Cuba.
Cuba
Gooding Jr.
We kind of knew something on that one, though.
Yeah, there's been a ton of allegations
freak bull.
over the last. I've heard
That's a freak bull. I'm staying away from all you freak bulls in the next year. I mean it. I'm staying away from men.
You ever had a freak off?
Never me.
Never.
Me. I can't even spell that shit.
What's up with these wild ass questions to Alex today?
Nah, you gotta ask him.
even.
You gotta ask him. Ask him. Yo, SaVon, you ever had a freak off?
I've never had a freak off. I've never had a freak off.
All his words just sound so different to me now. The frequency. I'm trying to control the frequency.
Brother love is crazy.
Everything just sounds.
You ever loved a brother?
Yo, Gene Deal, his bodyguard that you were referencing, who you give the credibility to.
Yeah.
He said that he stole that name
Oh, really?
from somebody in the hood.
Brother Love?
Yeah, he had
didn't
it was
know that.
something else, Love, but that's where he pulled it from. That's
What was
where
it, Love?
Allegedly, that's where he got even that.
What
name.
was it, Love?
I forgot some hood nigga shit. Probably like Hassan Love or some shit.
I just want to say, I think I could speak for all of us listening and us, my co-host too. We have spoken very highly of Diddy on this pod throughout the years. We didn't know, okay? I didn't know. I just interviewed this man. I did not know. So don't hold me accountable for that. I didn't know. And I stand with Cassie, so yeah.
Of course.
Yeah,
we couldn't have known.
we
Of
didn't
course.
know this,
We had
okay?
no
Of course we couldn't have known.
Yeah.
And, we still going to continue to see how everything unfolds. But I do believe that it's important to choose the people that you hang with wisely.
Yeah.
I think it's important for you to choose your friends wisely. I think, Regi, you kind of brought something up before we turn these mics on that I kind of wanted to allude to. It was just a conversation. And I
Yes.
think choosing the people that you hang out with is super, super important.
That's why I chose to listen to 50 Cent growing up, because he said to stay away from them Diddy parties.
He always has been saying that.
He always said it.
He knew.
That's why I listen to The Unit.
Yes. But I'm very excited about this conversation because I brought up a topic I've been wanting to talk about, and they also agreed. So I love when, they actually agree and want to talk about. I just got so excited. Anyway, so there's a tweet that caught my eye. It said, this is a tweet. If you want to be sober, you need sober friends. If you want a marriage, you need married friends. If you want a career, you need career-oriented friends. Friends really do impact your choices. Everyone holds different values and conversations and goals. And basically the point was that you surround yourself with like-minded people and all that. And that went really viral. A lot of people were agreeing. I feel like I should let you guys talk. I have a very strong stance on this, but I want to let you guys speak first. Do you agree with this? Are there parts of it that you don't agree with?
I want to hear your strong stance on it first.
Why?
Nah,
I don't
nah,
want it
nah.
to influence no, I don't know.
wanna
Okay,
hear what you
should I go
gotta
first? Okay.
SaVon.
You want to hear what I have to say? Damn, all right.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree to a certain degree.
Okay.
I believe that there's certain nuances to what that tweet was that I do agree with, certain nuances that I don't agree with, right? So if you want to be married, I don't think you need to be around a bunch of married friends, right? I'm not going to choose, or I'm not going to dictate my friend group based on their relationship status. I think what was one of the other examples?
If you
Drinking,
want-
if you want to be sober.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
No, because I think you're giving too much credit to other people. If I say I don't want to drink, that is on me to make sure
To
that
say no
I
to
do not
drinks.
drink, no
Yes.
matter what the setting is, what the environment is.
Yeah.
That is on me. Now, it would make it easier if all of my friends were sober, because now I don't have the temptation, but I don't think I'm going to give that much credit to the people that I'm around. At some point, we have to be a little bit accountable for ourselves, our actions, our beliefs, and how we move. So I think marriage and drinking and partying and those things, it influences us, but I don't think it determines how I'm gonna live my life. Like, quick example, I have a friend right now. He's very, very, very loyal. He's very reliable, right?
Aw.
Like, that's the one thing I tell him every single day. Like, bro, I love you. I appreciate you.
Is this a friend we met?
What? Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. What you bring to the table, a lot of people don't bring to the table, which is being loyal and which is being reliable, right?
Oh, look at these words of affirmation you guys are giving each other.
Legit. Like, I had to let my guy know.
That's real.
But
Because he does that with you too. Every time I'm around him, he speaks so highly of you.
He does.
He's like, I love SaVon. He's so loyal.
He says it just like that. Word.
But in the
Salute
same
to-
breath, I understand that there's a balance between friendships, right? And so I don't pick up my phone often.
Okay.
Like when he
Really?
calls sometimes,
Mental health.
I don't pick up. Like, no, I just don't see it, or I'm busy, or it's on silent, or whatever.
D&D,
Like, like sometimes I just don't see it. So, quote unquote, maybe I'm not the most reliable friend in that way.
Okay.
If you call me, I may not pick up the second time. But for him, it's a little bit different. So our strengths and weaknesses balance each other out. You get what I'm saying? So I don't think I want to surround myself with people who only live one way or display one thing. I think there has to be some kind of balance where we can learn from each other. I could take from you, you can take from me. But I don't agree with that statement wholeheartedly. But I do think it makes it easier if I'm around people who want to be sober. But if I want to be loyal, just because everybody around me is loyal doesn't mean that's going to make me loyal.
Right.
Or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think it's an influence thing, but I don't agree with that tweet completely. That's me.
Because I should have gone first because he just said everything I want to say.
I asked you to go first.
No, because you started off with, I agree with that tweet. And I was like, oh, this is good because now we can argue. But then I feel like during your speech, you pretty much listed more reasons why you don't agree. Like,
nah, facts.
Yeah, you were like, I mean, I'm my own person. I don't need my friends to do everything that I fucking do.
Yeah.
Which was my point. But Alex, you go. Yes.
Nah, I was surprised. This nigga SaVon is growing.
He learned.
Wait, what?
I'm not doing that.
Yo,
bro.
clap it
Wait,
up.
no.
He got-
No, but
Nah,
SaVon
it's
was
good.
never like, he has to be surrounded by exactly like what he wants to do. He's never been like that.
Thank
though.
you. Thank you,
You ain't
Reggie.
been here for 5
Nah,
years,
that's
yo.
cap, bro. Thank you, Reggie.
No,
I've never been.
SaVon is different from his friends. Like, he
Oh,
always has
dude.
been, though.
SaVon, look at me. You know,
You're not gonna give me that?
I know you.
I know.
Uh-oh.
So you're not gonna give me that
Oh
credit?
my God, spill
Let
it
me
to
think. Let me
Alex.
think. Let me
Spill the
think.
tea.
Let me think. Let me think. Nah,
Give
I
me
ain't
that
gonna-
credit.
Let me think real quick. Let me give you 2 seconds. Okay.
Thank you.
I'll give you some of that.
He's like, okay, I changed my mind.
I salute that thinking.
Thank you.
I see your growth, brother.
Oh.
That little therapy podcast you got is doing
working.
something.
Yo, shout out Can't Afford Therapy. Every Wednesday we
Shout 'em
drop.
out.
Gang, gang, gang.
Shout 'em
out
out.
Antoinette, Josh.
Yeah, all
the
of that.
building.
Wow. Now, to Reggie's
Wow.
point, to Reggie's point, I never subscribed to the birds of the same feather flock together.
Groupthink.
Now, when it come to hoes, they do.
Yo, say what?
If your
What
best
if
friend
I-
a hoe, you a hoe.
What if I'm a swan amongst pigeons?
Nigga.
I think
You a
at
hoe.
a, no, I
Hit
think
me
at
up.
a
You a
certain age.
hoe.
Nah,
No,
You
no,
a
no,
hoe.
no.
nah. You ain't never seen what's that penguin movie?
Wait, what is
Madagascar?
that penguin
What's that
movie?
penguin movie? They was tapping. Tap, tap,
Happy
tap,
Feet?
tap.
Happy Feet.
Okay, when that nigga couldn't tap like the rest of them, he still hung with him, right?
Yo, bleep this
All right.
Why you keep saying this?
Yo.
because he was. That's why the nigga couldn't tap like that.
Wait, was he really?
He had to be.
Yo.
If everybody else can do one thing and you the only
Yo.
nigga that can't,
He had,
No,
a,
you're special.
he had a deficiency.
yeah.
He was special.
Uh-huh.
In the movie, they said he was a special
Nah,
one.
that's facts.
Okay? So the reason why I don't subscribe to
What you call
Okay, anyway, penguins, Alex. Penguins, yes.
sorry.
Uniqueness.
yeah, them poor penguins, them poor unique penguins.
Okay.
As I was trying to say, what if I'm a swan amongst pigeons? Look,
Ooh,
like
period.
siblings, right?
Take us to church.
You might have a group of siblings, right?
Mhm.
You all come from the same household. One would say you guys were all raised the same type of way with the same morals and teachings. But for the most part, siblings be different than each other, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Right, but we flock together.
Mhm.
But so, from the outside looking in, because we come from the same household, it might look like we share all of the same thoughts and views, but in actuality, we don't.
I can see that.
Right? In actuality, but we're here.
Yeah.
And because we love each other, I'm gonna deal with you how I deal with you. I'm not gonna leave you alone. I'm not gonna treat you any differently because I feel like when people start to advance in life, they start to do a subtraction process,
Yeah.
which is fair.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Right?
It's hard, but
It's natural.
for growth,
Yeah.
it's always gonna happen.
It's always gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes as you're growing, you might not realize how short you're cutting the list while trying to adhere to all of your new teachings, right? So I want you to be disciplined in the person you are now.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I don't think you should sway from that, nor do I think another person should make that sway from you. But I felt like a lot of the times, and we had a caller kind of call in and talk to us about this, right? When I think he was trying to go on vacation.
Oh yeah, and his friends.
Yeah. What was it?
He was kind of leveling up in life, and he was making decisions that reflected that.
Yes.
Like getting like the better room.
And they were kind of like weighing him down.
Yeah, exactly. So
not to be too harsh, but that's really what he was.
That's how it sounded in that scenario, right? So I completely understand. In another scenario, though, it might feel like that friend group is doing the best that they can do. And because you're a little different than them, you might have a little bit more opportunities.
Yeah.
To grow, to be a different person. But I don't think that necessarily stunts what you're trying to do for yourself.
No.
Right? And I do kind of feel like that's what the tweet sounded like.
Yeah, to me it was very, if I would use one word to describe that tweet, it's probability. I think what the tweet is saying is if you hang around what you don't want to be in life, there's a high probability that you will actually accomplish that.
That's perfectly said.
And if you want, and the reverse is opposite. If you want to hang around people who are successful, there's a higher probability that hanging around with them will also make you as successful.
That's perfectly said, Pierre. I think not enough people take accountability first. Like, look in the mirror first before you blame your homie.
That is true. I mean, for me, the reason why the tweet caught my attention is, I don't really care what these like strangers think, but it's like, I was a little disappointed of how many people were agreeing with this tweet, because it's like, I don't know, guys. Like, if you truly agree with this, I get the point. I get if you're surrounded by like-minded people, it does propel you. But it's like, we need a backbone. Like, just because my friends are all in a relationship does not mean I'm automatically going to be a relationship girl. Like, I want to think for myself. Like, and I feel like I've always been like that. So it's like, I don't know. Yeah. And if I want to, like me, like I do want to, this year I want to cut back on alcohol a lot. Like, I went with the little girls' night, the thing you want to do most in a cute little girls' night is get a little margarita. I told my friends, I was like, hey, I don't feel like drinking today. No one pressured me. They were like, yeah, sure, girl.
It's all good.
That's what you want. That's what you do when you want to cut back on alcohol. You make your own choices. And I just felt like that was so obvious. But seeing how many people agree with this tweet, I was kind of like, oh shit, really? Like, you guys need like your friends to be sober too? Like, I was like, whoa, like that's crazy. But I feel like in terms of like our friend group, and the guys have said this already, but like the differences are what makes this friend group like really colorful, and like just everybody being good at different things. So you need your friends to be different than you. But the one thing that I need in common with a lot of my friends, majority wise, is like, just in terms of like morals and values type of thing, I do want us to align with that. I feel like if we don't, then we're gonna kind of butt heads a lot. But in terms of like interests and relationship status and babies and all that, like, we don't have to be in the same level at all. Like, it's more fun if we're not. Like,
DK, if you want a marriage, you need married friends. Well, where you gonna go when you don't want to be there?
I didn't know you was Dominican.
You said DK.
I didn't know you got love for everybody. Yo, you my man.
I got love for everybody. You know that?
Yeah, he was in my bag. He didn't know us.
I didn't even know. My boy hit me with the DK.
Shit like that.
Everybody think for yourself, okay? That's what we're saying.
But you gonna go to the married homie house? He married too.
Also, you can't
ain't
just,
no
like,
escape.
You can't just like magically find married
nigga.
friends though. Like, just because you want to be married. Like,
watch this. Pierre,
Talk to me.
how many married friends you got?
2.
Exactly. Kept it short.
Actually, 3, 4, 5.
damn, that's a lot.
Oh shit!
But
Hold up. Blink twice.
y'all about to be next.
Oh shit!
Who is
Y'all
y'all?
about to be next. You and Alex and Reggie. All 3 of y'all. Y'all about to get married. I see that in the future.
Reggie is super in the lead.
not really, because I'm also the youngest, and I'm not in like a rush to get married.
Reggie, I got you by
know.
like 12 days.
We're April babies.
But no, you're certainly in the lead of getting married on this podcast.
But also to kind of be hypocritical on my answer though, like I feel like
Different perspectives.
I do see the appeal because, for example, like me getting into a relationship, I do find myself relating a lot to my friends who are also girlfriends. Like, we've bonded like over the past 2 years because of that. So I do see the truth. Like, I'm not trying to be dense and be like, ugh, this tweet is stupid. But overall, like, guys, have your own backbone, please. Don't base everything on your friends. That's all I'm saying.
For real. Sometimes the single homie you have fun with, and then you go back to the marriage.
Exactly.
And I also want to add, maybe this part or what she was talking about, I think we give a lot of credit to people having backbones, like Reggie was saying. There's a world where some people don't. So I think this tweet might have been obviously for certain people and not for certain people.
Yeah, that's real.
Oh, for certain people who do need a lot of like reassurance and guidance, so they need to be with like a good friend group.
Because everybody's different.
That is true.
Yeah.
Thank
Maybe
you for
for
that,
the
Pierre.
people that are not so as disciplined,
like
right?
independent. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All I know is the
That is
hoes
true.
hang out with the hoes. That's all I know. Everything y'all niggas talking about, that shit sound real good. Everything I said, that shit sound real good.
I'd be some good girls.
No, the hoes hang out with the hoes.
Word?
If the hoe is the hoe, she got a hoe.
I think especially
She
when you're
know a
younger.
hoe.
When you're like
The hoes
younger.
be knowing the hoes, just like the nigga hoes too.
Nah,
Nigga
some
hoes
girls-
be with the nigga hoes.
some girls
If
be
you
living-
look, ladies,
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna put y'all on the scene.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
Alright.
Here we go.
And it might work like against me, and that's fine because I know who I am in real life. But if you look at somebody and you say that is a hoe, the people around them are usually hoes. The good friends
Don't
are
say
at
that.
home.
Don't say that.
No, legit.
Sometimes-
the
nah.
good friends are at
okay, no.
home.
Sometimes you gotta live through your friend
I'm
vagina.
telling you,
Okay,
I know the hoes.
I have a rebuttal though. Like I feel like I could go out with my whole friends and I have mad fun.
Sometimes you gotta live through your whole friend vagina.
But let's say
Think
you go
about
out
it,
with
you
your
gotta,
whole friends.
like-
you go out with your whole friends.
You gotta live
right?
through it because you can't do that no more.
The other hoes that approach you know that you ain't the hoe.
That's fine. I'll just chill.
But
I'll clap for my friend being a hoe.
But that's
You
what I'm
see? She gonna
saying. Like
clap.
we gotta be honest.
She gonna
Like yes,
clap.
you gotta like have
While she
nuance,
making it clap, she gonna clap.
but the hoes be with the hoes. Like we can't take away the true facts of the facts. And
I mean, wait,
sometimes
that is true. Yeah, there's usually. Yeah, I mean that could be true too.
and they want to be there.
It's just like a group of hoes going out.
That's a fact.
Yeah, that exists.
Think about it. That's
Yeah,
some
that
of your
exists.
best
Yeah, yeah.
nights.
What?
What?
Wait, what? What?
Oh, now it's what? Now
No,
everybody,
I didn't hear.
Now niggas just
Now
turning
everybody
into
quiet.
what? Niggas turning to Nori. What? Yeah. I know. What? Yeah, the hoes be with the hoes sometimes. Those be the best nights. Anyway, this nigga T.I.'s son is tripping.
OD.
Hard
Hard transition.
I put it in
I love
the
a
chat.
That's
harsh
a
transition.
fact.
Long story short, T.I.'s son,
Yeah.
he was tight at his dad. He was tight at T.I.
Yeah.
Shout out to T.I. I don't know. T.I. has gone through the most rebrands in hip hop history that have
Yeah.
been to his detriment. I don't understand his hairstyle. Y'all seen T.I.?
Yeah.
He looks like he's wearing a wig.
Nah, don't
Wait,
say
I
that.
haven't seen his most recent.
Nah,
He fake got the same thing Jay-Z got a little bit low key.
Nah, that shit.
Nah,
is,
his shit is little. He got like actually.
got a
Let me,
wig.
all right, let me shut up. Yo, it's Pierre, you about to get niggas in trouble, man. Shut up. Okay. Nah, he was rocking a light C's all his life.
and he
Yeah.
should have kept that.
SaVon.
You know how like there's some people who just keep your look. Don't get older and try to look younger. Like T.I. is him. Like he's really him. Like I think for my personal
My
Mount
God,
Rushmore
man.
of the South,
I got tip high.
T.I. is on my Mount Rushmore.
For sure.
Yes.
The Mount Rushmore, for those who don't
got
know,
tip
is
high.
4. I'm gonna hold up. 8
I think
fingers.
people knew that SaVon.
Nah, some nigga, bro. I've seen so many interviews where somebody have asked, "Hey, what's your Mount Rushmore of comedians?" And they're like, they named 6 or 5 niggas. So I'm just gonna let our audience know Mount Rushmore is 4 people. On my personal Mount Rushmore, T.I. is on there for Southern rappers.
That's real.
Okay, so I think very highly of T.I. I'm
Same,
not
same.
dissing T.I.
That's why he was able to survive all those crazy rebrands because at the end of the day, that core respect is there.
Yeah, he's nice. Like lyricist, he's really one of them ones. But anyway, I think his hairstyle's a little bit off right now. I think he's trying to find the next phase of his career, the next phase of his life, and I think his son is really trying to throw a wrench in all of that because his son is wilding.
OD.
King, have you ever woke up with a roach on your face?
No, that's not the goal.
All right, then. So there it goes.
Or in your ear.
I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
got some in the neighborhood with me that broke up with roach in your ear. Y'all want to go to the bando in my neighborhood? Do y'all want to go to the bando? Do y'all want to go to the bando?
What you were just hearing was T.I. and T.I.'s mom asking King, their son, if he's ever woken up with a roach on his face. And they followed up with asking, like, you know, do you live in the trenches? And he brought up the fact that he used to go stay with his mom and how on them sides, like, it's the bandos over there and shit like that. So what we wanted to come in here and talk about is just a little bit of privilege in these spaces, man. So the internet was like, whoa, dude, like, we know who your pops is. What's going on?
You didn't grow up like that.
You didn't grow up like that. And this is not the first time that King, that's his name, has come out and kind of been taking a gangster approach on how he deals with people and how he deals with situations. You know what I really want to talk about, though? What you gonna do when you have kids, right?
Oh my gosh, I wanted to ask that.
Oh, I think you can still ask it because my shit is a little different.
Okay,
so
when I knew we were gonna talk about this, I was also gonna be like, what are our kids?
Reggie, you want to know what I've been thinking about this shit?
Mm-hmm.
What if all my bad parts just go to one kid?
Okay, you definitely asked a different question than I was gonna. Never mind. I shouldn't have interrupted you. I'm sorry.
You know how we got duality in life?
Damn.
That's a good one. Like, what do you do
He's
if
gonna be in jail? This was my kid, and he took all of my bad parts.
the feds go find him?
I'm putting that little nigga up for adoption.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because you know how sometimes as a parent you might go, and I'm not one yet, but I'm speaking to what they say. Yo,
You fucked my head up. Wait, hold up.
God
I know
forbid.
you're getting it off.
Thinks like this,
God.
Alex. Like
Yo.
what?
All of the bad in me. Oh my
about
god, this
Just like
world
funneled into this one
about that.
tiny
is. He's
kid.
done.
Think about that.
He's like.
Wait, may I ask, like, what do you mean your bad parts? Like,
Meaning the
What bad
parts,
traits?
I'm fucked up.
like the trauma?
I'm fucked up in the head. Like if my son get all of the bad, that nigga is behind bars. 25 to life. Y'all know all the shit I suppress in my head. Y'all know how y'all be looking at me like, yo, he's like, imagine the real kid. Like, nah, he's out of here. He's smoked. I gotta get a lawyer. I gotta get rich to just have a relationship with my son and see that nigga. Like my sister is here on the call and she's probably like, yeah,
Auntie scared.
yeah, like
Auntie scared.
he gotta go away.
Think about that, yo. And I think a lot of the times that happens with parents, yo.
That does, and this is loosely related, but like Kim Kardashian, they always say that North is like put on this earth to humble her.
Yeah.
Like literally, like
really?
she's scared
Yeah.
of. She has said from her own
That's
mouth, she's
fire.
like, the only person I'm scared of on this earth is my daughter North.
She's
That's fine.
Like,
unfiltered.
and it loosely relates to what Alex is saying. Is like sometimes that happens to parents. Like that one kid, like
Like she got to deal with all of Kanye's episodes.
yes, through North,
Through
like
children.
yeah.
Like really think about, and I was thinking about this because there's always a saying of, yo, he a kid, he gonna grow out of it.
I've never thought about
He
this.
gonna grow out of it. What if the motherfucker don't grow out of it because he got all your bad parts?
That's your fault. You
Where
should-
your kid gonna end up
should
if you
heal.
have all of your bad parts?
Huh?
Where's your child gonna end up? I know where mine is.
Shit, I ain't gonna lie. That nigga's gonna be 40 Cent. Nigga gonna turn into 40 Cent.
But it's 40 cents.
You heard of 50, right?
I know 50. Damn, if he's not
Do math.
50, that mean that nigga's doing all this shit. Okay.
Double time.
Double
20
time.
and 20.
Okay. Reggie, how about you? And you don't gotta like get into specifics of like your worst traits in life,
Mhm.
but like where would your kid end up with the worst of you?
They would end up staying and living with me forever because I'm going to nurture that baby
See? You see
because
that?
I love my
You
kids.
see that?
And I'm not a perfect human being. I have so many flaws.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna heal as much as I can before I become a mother, so I don't pass that shit on.
I be.
That's my answer to that. I don't know.
You know what I think
like
about
it.
healing?
I'm with you.
You know what I think about healing? I feel like when we be healing, right? It don't.
When we be healing.
Like when we heal, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It don't necessarily go to your offspring automatically.
Okay.
It just stay in you.
They do.
So now, like, you're a reformed version of yourself,
Okay.
but you just kicked out a new
A
That
new
still
demon.
gets
A new
those
demon.
traits.
A new demon.
A spawn.
Oh, a spawn.
yeah,
But mind
yeah.
you done did all of the like. Look at Tip. Tip has transformed his life tremendously.
Oh, okay.
He's a
But King-
totally different person. Because I don't want to put this on parenting because parenting would tell me that all of his children would kind of act the way King does, and I haven't seen that amongst them. One of his other sons, he played the guitar.
No, yeah, they have been bringing up like, oh, why don't his other and then bring up like videos of his other kids,
Yeah.
his older kids.
Which led me to think, oh man, all your bad parts could go to one kid.
That's scary.
Damn.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't even want to think about that.
Are you guys like genuinely worried about this?
Yes.
There's a
I'm
Because
worried.
because I'm the reformed version of myself that had to make changes. What if this little motherfucker just never changes?
You know what's
life
even scarier?
gonna teach him.
What's even scarier is what if all the bad parts of you plus your partner is in that kid?
Oh.
That's really because you like, and most people don't really know the worst end of who they choose to procreate with.
yeah.
So now
Yeah.
you're figuring it out through your kids.
You can only
go-
know so much about
You,
somebody.
yeah, you can only know so much.
But
So
also,
like,
Alex has already spoken about this on his, spin-off show. He talked about like the parents and if the kids ever stood a chance.
On We Have More Thoughts, episode one,
one.
we talked about it. You ever saw somebody that was a little off? And then you met their parents, and then you just go,
It's like,
oh,
oh, okay.
you never had a shot.
there's some people who don't need to be parents.
No, I
But
fully agree. Yeah.
The fact that like our dicks and vaginas are just running around free, you can't help it.
True. I see
Like
what
we
you're
gotta.
Oh, a screening to have that
There we
child.
go.
If you even in the space
how
to
does
bring one in.
how would that work though?
Nah,
It's like-
I like this.
It's like a social worker. You got to look at how they
Hey,
live.
But like,
in high school, we had the SAT. You're going to have to show me. We going to need the KID on you.
Yeah.
Okay? I need to know why you should have a kid.
no, but it's not like I'm gonna have a kid only if I'm approved. People be having kids on accident. So
Yeah,
how would
that's
you screen them first for that? You know?
nah, but if it's by accident and they clear, then they good.
We just go make sure somebody pay extra attention.
Okay.
We not gonna dictate nobody's bodies. But if you fail a test on having a kid,
You're gonna get extra help.
Yeah, we gonna give you some extra help.
Wait, but that all jokes aside, I know we're joking, but that actually something like that could actually be progressive to society to help these kids.
Yeah, that
honestly,
some
like
kids don't have a chance.
some more like assistance. Like
Yeah. So now you come out the gate just fucked up. The whole time it's your parents' fault. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
that, man. I
yeah.
do like that.
We gotta have some kind
Yeah.
of like something.
reform.
the
like
KID.
reform.
We call it the
'cause
KID.
I don't want to police nobody's bodies, right?
Oh,
like
yeah,
that's not
yeah.
what we're here to do.
That's not what you're saying either.
But I do believe like we do have to acknowledge again, like I said earlier in this episode, when talking about Diddy, when talking about age discrepancies, we have to put on a new thinking cap or a new set of like glasses to see the world through. Like if I am, and I hate to put my guy out there, but I love Leonardo DiCaprio. Shout out to him. Shout out to all his
Hey,
work.
Mr. Nasty.
But
SaVon, you can
Hey,
talk about his
big
dating.
butt.
Yes.
He Mr. Nasty with
if
the
you
gel head.
are dating people to a certain age and then dumping them to get younger or closer to that desired age, or you don't want them to
nasty.
exceed
Hey
a
guys, let's
certain
pay
age,
attention.
It's
we
nasty.
gotta just pay it. We have to pay attention.
Like,
nasty.
why
I
are you
think
doing this?
That's how
Right.
we get these R. Kelly situations.
No, it's true. It's true.
When people
Yeah.
don't pay attention.
Because you know, a lot of the times with this
Right.
shit, they're doing it in plain sight.
Mm-hmm.
But we just be so blind to what we think of the
Yeah.
individual, right? That it goes right over our heads.
You see it all the time on like Netflix, like serial killer documentaries.
Oh, that's what you do.
Niggas be killing in plain sight.
Yeah.
That's what you watch. From
And like in
I don't.
hindsight, you were like, "Oh my god, how did nobody know?" But it's like, I
Yeah.
mean, this happens in plain sight all the time.
all the time.
Like I have a neighbor, and
my
literally
God.
me and my family, we call him Dexter.
Oh my
shit.
gosh.
Great show. Great show. One
Wait,
of my favorite
why?
Cause he gotta be killing niggas.
Wait, why do you think that?
Yeah. What,
shows. Why you say that?
What indicates
I have lived.
Does he have those OCD tendencies?
I have lived across the street from this man
Yeah.
for at least a decade. If you pointed me out to him or pointed him out to me in a lineup, I promise I cannot identify him, and I think he does that on purpose.
Wait, what do you wait?
like
what?
a Mr. Feeney?
He has a 9x9 foot garage where he somehow fits a Nissan Altima in it, so you can't really see his car. He keeps all the shit. He just lives a way that I believe if he was a serial killer, I'll be, oh yeah, I knew that.
Go be a vigilante, bro, nigga.
Don't
Break
say
in.
this. I'm scared now because I love true crime, and this can definitely be plausible.
I promise. Like you know what your neighbors look like.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Especially for over a decade. Yeah.
I could not point that man out in a lineup.
Have you ever seen anybody else go into his home?
No.
What about Thanksgiving?
Now it's always empty. He parks in his garage, and the car just barely fits into his garage.
Wait, so his anonymity is the only reason you think this though? Like, did he do anything else?
He give a little racist.
All right, that's fair.
Everybody's racist.
He give a no. He give, but you feel it a little more when a nigga
Get outta
run
here.
into
Like that old school racism.
Get out.
old school,
That old
hardcore,
school shit.
that
I'm
hardcore
scared.
shit.
Yeah.
That throwback racism.
SaVon,
Yeah.
That
SaVon,
little
protect your
throwback.
family.
Yeah, go be a vigilante
Yeah.
over there.
Well, but the thing with serial
Go break
killers,
in.
the crazy thing is, I feel safe.
Wait.
SaVon is speaking. I get what you're saying.
You get, like-
because why would they want to fuck up anything around their close
They don't
environment?
kill the
right?
niggas close to him.
I get what you're
Aye,
saying.
aye,
So when I hear like, oh,
Yeah.
like in a few years, God forbid this happens, but if he were to come out and be like this wild serial killer, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I knew that shit. I couldn't prove that shit. I knew that shit. I couldn't prove
But
that shit.
I know you weren't coming for me.
But I knew you wasn't gonna kill me, nigga, because I'm your man's.
You got to be kind of sick though to park your Maxima in there and it can't fit.
It's a 9x9 garage with a maximum, bro.
You said it barely fit, right?
06.
Oh shit, yeah, you was a sick motherfucker.
I'm telling you,
Yeah,
the stature, like yeah,
it's lining up.
it's giving Dexter.
Scared.
So me and my I could call my brother right now and be like, yo, who's Dex? And he's gonna tell you, oh, the nigga next door, the nigga across the street. Like, yeah,
That's
yeah.
funny
You
as
just
hell.
never know. You just never know.
Nah, yeah, you gotta keep your eyes open, man.
Yeah.
People are nasty out here, dog.
People are sick.
I'm trying to stay away from all of it.
Oh, my sister's
I
actually
promise you.
online. She knows who I'm talking about.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Hey sis, sorry for scaring you again. I know you got to deal with that every single day.
It's-
That must
Wait,
be-
I have
that
a
must be frightening.
confession. I'm not even lying right now.
Oh shit.
I just was kind of giggling along with this, but I actually don't know what Dexter means because I've never watched it and because I don't watch classic movies.
Oh, thank Jesus! I thought you said you killed somebody.
I was about
No,
to say, wait,
I wouldn't
wait.
say on the pod.
I was about my heart was racing.
Would you?
Yo, my heart was
Wait,
racing.
would you
yo.
guys believe? Do you think
Yes.
I'm capable of something?
Yes.
Like
Nah.
I don't put nothing past nobody.
Facts.
I'm a very calculated girl.
See?
I know, and you're very secretive.
I am
You're very
secretive.
private.
People think I'm not
call
because
the
you know
body.
I vent a lot on the pod, but I really don't be telling people like
Nothing.
anything.
I don't
Like
know.
ask my best friends. Like I barely like.
I don't know you.
But she real for that.
I don't know you.
Nah, she real
I
for
like
that.
her work.
Now you gotta learn her. Learn her through being
can't.
herself.
I can't.
Nah, you gotta learn her through her being herself.
That's why,
Wow.
like, when I
SaVon
see
thinks I'm capable of murder. That's crazy.
facts, he's like smoke me, no, but I like that.
Nah.
And Dexter's a show, by the way. It's
Yeah.
not a
See,
movie.
I didn't know that.
Dexter is a very popular series on Showtime.
She thought we were
Is
talking
that
about Dexter
like-
Laboratory.
Wait, I have a
Laboratory.
don't. Okay,
Did I-
don't.
The
Guys,
laboratory.
Don't be nice to me. Be very honest with me. The fact that I'm not very like Hollywood actor inclined, like I don't know a lot about movies and
Yeah.
TV shows and stuff. Like, is that unattractive? No, because no, I have an explanation. Not that anybody has to be attracted to me. I don't give a fuck.
I
And
know.
my boyfriend loves me for me. But I was
course.
just thinking about this because like if someone didn't have good music taste and wasn't musically inclined, I would find that to be whack. I'll be like, you're fucking whack. Like what the fuck?
shit.
So do people think that about me? I'm not a movie buff. When people are like, I'm a movie buff, I'm like, I'm not. Is that like a bad trait that I have?
I won't say it's unattractive, but I will say if-
Unattractive is the wrong word.
yeah, but like, but
Do you
what I
judge
will
me? Are you
say,
judging me?
no, if you did have that, it would give you some points. Like it's one
That
of
was
those.
too nice of a
No, I'm dead ass. I'm so serious. Like as a guy who's fucking trying to find love out here, like, I'm not gonna
Did you
judge.
say you was trying?
I'm trying.
Yeah, trying.
You not trying?
No, I'm with you. I just
We
wanted to make
trying.
sure they heard it.
I said
Like, I'm
I
not-
thought it was
No.
weed.
That's what I'm saying. I want to make sure they heard it.
He's looking for love, guys. Like I'm not
I'm
not
with you.
very knowledgeable in things like that.
Yeah,
and I
no.
feel like I lose a lot of points. I lose a lot of cool points.
Now you don't lose points.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. That's what SaVon be smoking with me. I mean, not smoking with me. He be smoking me. All right.
And like actors and shit like that.
When the film buffs come in the room, they ain't fucking with your boy. I don't know what's going on.
I can't relate. No, Alex, you low key watch like everything though.
I watch series.
Like I'll mention a show. He like, yeah, I watched that like a week ago.
But
Series.
Alex
Big on series.
Alex isn't the greatest with names.
with names on movies.
Like,
no,
he just
no,
like,
we're not doing
Same-
that.
nigga over there
same
on the
here.
show.
Yeah,
You know the
yeah.
nigga.
No,
You know the one. you know the one on
You
the
know
show.
what I'm talking about, Regina. You know.
Yeah, you know the
No,
one.
No.
Yeah.
But last week, I think it was on Patreon or something, but SaVon was like trying to say someone's name and he was like, Carmichael.
Oh, Jermichael. You know what I mean?
What's his name?
You gotta make shit up on the go, but people
And he kept
understand
trying
when
to say,
you
he was
what's
like,
his name.
he was like, Carmichael.
Jermichael. Oh, we Jermaine, Carmichael,
I don't
Carhart.
remember.
It was like the Broadway guy.
Yo, can y'all help us out in the back, please?
Jermaine Carmichael.
I'm just like Alex. I'm terrible with actors' names.
He came out.
Actor
Michael
names.
Carmine. I think?
Jermarco.
I don't know.
I'm
Don't
really-
attempt
I'll be
it.
fucking his name
Jermaine. Hold on, Carmichael. No, hold on.
Probably, yeah.
Jamard Carmichael.
Nah, you fucking. Nobody in the
Wait.
history of names is called Jamar.
Let me call the name. Gerard.
Wait,
Gerard.
Gerard Carmichael.
Ah.
There we
Gerard.
go.
That's what I meant.
Gerard.
That's what I meant.
Motherfucker said Jamar.
That's not crazy.
We right there. I'm right there with Alex.
Nah, you're right with us. But yeah, I know. Speaking of like movies, TV shows, and everything, there was a trend on Twitter.
Yes.
And before we get up out of here, Reggie, I would love for you to kind of lead us there. Please take it.
Well, you guys got a sneak peek of my stance on this. Like, there was a trend. It was like 4 songs. Well, 6, but we're gonna do like 4 or 3. 6 movies to get to know me. So basically, people are making collages of like their 6 top movies that really mean the most to them, whatever their favorite, whatever. And I was gonna put my cute little collage together, you know, and participate in trends or whatever. But like, my taste is kind of trash. Like, I don't know any classic movies. Like, people be like, ooh, like The Godfather or some cool shit like that. I'll be like, yo, I've never watched it.
Word.
Like my boyfriend, like I feel like if I ask him, he'll be like some cool shit, like paid in full, you know. And I'm like, so I just wanted to ask the guys and give them the shine because they probably have great taste in movies.
What is yours? Can you
I
start
don't
this
wanna
one,
be
please?
judged.
No, we're all gonna be
let's
judged.
Let's judge. I want
Okay, no, actually, this one's not that bad. So
If you have 4, you have 4 movies. Because we're not gonna do 6 on the pod. We'll do 4 each.
The Devil
What's
Wears
your-
Prada.
I honestly felt like that's a classic movie. I'll be proud, but like. I feel like I thought my favorite movies were never good enough to share that they were my favorite movies. Like I love like Rush Hour.
That's fire.
Yeah,
Nah,
what?
fire, yeah.
Yo, that's a
No,
whole
but I feel
franchise,
like-
yo.
That was one of the ones that I had to
that
like
was one of them
process
ones,
of
yo.
elimination. Like, damn, I
Really?
can't say like.
Yeah,
Of
that was one of
course.
them ones.
I thought like people
Juntao,
had like what's a
all-
classic?
Rush
like,
Hour was fucking
No, but I thought
classic.
if you
Yeah.
say like your favorite movies, they have to be classics like Star Wars and shit. Like
Nah,
I've never
that's
watched
a
Star
classic.
Wars.
I
Like,
don't-
Rush Hour is a classic.
Fact.
I've watched
Okay.
Rush Hour. I've never
I'll
seen
go
a
for
Star
am I
Wars.
just gaslighting myself?
Nah,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh,
Why do you
okay,
think they
okay.
kept making more of them shits? They made 2, 3.
I thought like if I told
Rush
someone,
Hour was easy.
okay, like if I met someone and said, oh, they're like, oh, what's your favorite movie, whatever, Icebreaker, and I say Rush Hour, I feel like they'll judge me.
No, hell no.
Oh.
Right? Like they would.
Oh, I see,
They'll be
I
like,
see what
out
you're
of
saying.
all movies, bitch,
I see
really?
what you're
Like,
saying.
Is it because of Jackie Chan?
Yeah,
No,
that's what I was
no,
thinking.
I don't care. I don't
Yo,
care.
don't be.
I'm Asian. I can stand Jackie
No,
Chan.
because I told her, remember when we were supposed to guess her favorite food?
Yeah.
And I didn't want to come in and say it was Korean barbecue. I feel what she's saying. Like, is it the obvious? Like, what do you, I get what you're saying, Reg.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like
Yeah.
I feel
He's
like
not even Korean.
He's not.
yeah, he's Chinese.
Yeah.
No,
Rush-
but I feel like
Rush Hour's classic.
they're like, oh, out of all these mature classic movies, why would you pick Rush Hour? I feel like people would judge me.
I wouldn't judge you. I
I
think that's
like
a classic.
Rush Hour.
I think that's a classic.
So
I love
what
all of them shits.
What is your 4? Because now that you
Yeah.
started with Rush Hour, I'm looking at my list a little funny. So Rush
Number
Hour.
2 is You Got Served.
All right, that's good.
Nah, that's not.
That's good. That's not.
No, and I'm being dead ass. Like I listened to the You Got Served soundtrack in the gym like
She like
yesterday.
to dance.
Like
She like to
name
dance.
one song off the soundtrack. I know
Pump it up.
And my favorite song of all time. Come on now. But I don't know. Like I just growing up, and even you guys, my mom, like she would download these movies for me because she saw how much I liked them. Like, and I always thought that wasn't classic enough for me to show people. But now I just told her whole audience.
But you're talking about movies that people rave
These
about.
are good. Yeah.
People
so
rave
that's
about
2.
these movies.
What's 3 and 4? Because my list is trash.
my
Now
shit
that I'm thinking
different
about
now.
No,
yours,
it's not.
like
But you are a movie guy, so whatever you say goes.
it doesn't. But keep going.
I'm a big daddy's girl, so I love Pursuit of Happiness.
Okay.
That's a cool one.
List is
These are
fire.
great movies.
These are
Cool
great.
one.
These are
Oh
great
my god, not me
movies.
gaslighting myself. I usually don't do
Yeah.
this.
Pursuit of Happiness is one of the ones. I love when he was sleeping in the bathroom.
Bathroom, yeah.
I mean, I didn't love it, but
It was always one of my favorite movies of all time. Like I just could not. Every time I think of like, oh, what's my favorite movie? It would be like Pursuit of Happiness. It would be like Hitch.
Hitch is a goodie.
You guys are
Classic.
just being nice to me.
Nah,
He was a hoe.
Hitch is nice.
It was a goodie. He was
And
a
I also
hoe.
love. Did I write this down anywhere? And I also love. Do you guys know Honey, the Jessica Alba movie?
Of course.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I
Nah,
think I
that
just
one was-
gaslighted
Yeah, that
myself.
one was trash. I ain't
Stop.
gonna.
Honey is cool. I'm not
It
mad
is.
at Honey. I'm not mad at
It
it.
is.
It is.
I feel like it's a slept on
shit
one.
whack.
It
It slept on. Now they
That's what Makai Pfeiffer.
Yes.
See?
That's what you remember about the movie.
In Romeo. Lil Romeo was in that
Guys,
shit
it's
too,
a
right?
beautiful story.
It was a dope story. And Jessica Alba, she was fine as shit. She was fine as fuck.
I bet you ain't hear no words Jessica Alba said
I
that
ain't
whole
never
movie.
heard a word. I don't even know there was dialogue. I thought they was just
Non-verbal
dancing.
movie.
She looks
Yeah.
so good in that movie.
Yeah, she was looking.
And also
a
just
good
like a
list.
bunch of Korean shit too.
That's fire.
I grew up watching them with my parents.
My list is wild trash now that you said
No, it's
your
not.
movies. No, it really is.
No,
Because
it's
nobody's going to know my movies. Like that. Alex, you want to go first?
I can guess Alex's number
Let me
one.
go. Can you guess Alex's list?
You about to be racist?
Remember the
Yeah.
Titans.
Not his list, but I could do his number one.
Was that offensive? Sorry.
Alex's number one is New Jack City. Cause you know,
That better not be right.
nah, cause
That's why fuck you, bitch. It's paid in full.
I said New Jack. It's just, what's the difference? It's fake. Well,
Now what's the difference?
it's fake the same thing. I said New Jack City because New Jack
Alex,
City.
not to be annoying again, but
trenches
did I
and all
not
that.
tell you and John are twins? I
Yo,
just
that's-
told you that. Like
Yo, I love that shit. Ace Boom pulled up. Feel me? Boom, boom with the gold BBS.
That's like your
It's my
favorite movie
shit.
of all time?
I love that shit. All right, cool. I live for that shit. SaVon, no, that's SaVon favorite movie too. When he done listening to
Is
Paramore
it?
and shit, he come from the hood. The nigga come from the
That's
hood.
one of them ones.
That's one of them ones. You know what I'm saying?
Now, my favorite hood movie is Belly.
There you go.
Belly's my
I almost-
favorite.
ooh,
I wouldn't put that on my list,
Man.
but that's my favorite hood
Oh,
movie
yeah.
for sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
you wouldn't
yeah,
put it as your top.
That's
All
not-
right,
yeah,
I'm gonna do
no,
my
it's-
shit quick because I really want to hear SaVon shit.
Nah, I don't like mine.
All right, I got Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire.
Okay. I
Yeah,
like
one
this.
now.
okay, see,
Nah, I'm with you.
Yeah, now I'm talking.
nobody
Pierre.
can say anything about that. See,
Yeah, with Tobey Maguire though.
Okay.
Fun fact: I haven't seen any of the new Spider-Man movies since. I'm lying. I seen the one when they. I seen the Venom one. I seen the Venom one, and then I ain't seen nothing else. I ain't seen none of the animated shit. What's the new nigga name? He black. What's that nigga named Marshall? What they call the new nigga?
Miles Morales.
Miles Morales.
I don't know anything about movies. See, I don't even know what you're talking
none
about.
of them.
I'm angry,
all right,
but I'm gonna let you get
But
your
Toby,
shit
my
off.
man, say, all right, bet. Norbit. Norbit speaks to my childhood, yo. Rasputin.
I'm changing my list, bro.
Norbit, where the fuck you going? She used to box him up with them titties. I remember she was driving a car, had a nigga underneath the seatbelt. Where you think you going, Norbit? Like shit like that. I love movies like that.
Shout out to Eddie
Feel me?
Murphy.
And last but not least, Coming to America. Never forget the scene when Eddie Murphy walked into his new dirty apartment in New York City. He walked upstairs, he said, "Good morning, America." Nigga said, "Fuck you." Eddie said, "Fuck you too." It's classics. You feel me?
That was such a good like recreation.
I like laughing.
Nah, yeah.
I like laughing.
That's a great list.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at
No,
that
your
list.
shit better than
No,
mine.
my list is really not. But I'll start with the Eddie Murphy because I do got Eddie on my
got
shit
Eddie on your
too.
shit?
Daddy
But
daycare.
it's Shrek.
No, but Shrek is fire. No. I was gonna clown him.
So I'm gonna start like
I was gonna clown him.
we
but
gonna
Shrek is
start
fire.
like I'm gonna start with Shrek. We only have 4, so I wanted to make sure I included something like the animated world. I'm going with Shrek
I love what.
Okay.
Yeah.
because it's animated. Like
Yes.
Shrek is such an adult. Child friend, like it gives you the best of
It'll-
both
it'll
worlds. It
still
gives you a
hit
little bit of
today.
everything. Like
It does.
everybody
Yeah.
can watch Shrek, whether
Yeah.
you're an adult, whether you're a kid,
Yeah.
because the kids are not gonna understand the inappropriate jokes,
They're not.
and the adults are gonna understand everything from Pinocchio, the significance of like the 3 blind mice, like
Yes.
Shrek,
Yes.
the whole series. I'm going with Shrek. Shrek 1 in particular, but
is goated.
all of it, like Shrek.
Shout out to
that's
Lord Farquhar.
Lord Farquhar.
Why are you saying it like
That's
that?
my
How you say
man.
it? How you say it?
Lord Farquhar.
Fall, fall, fall.
Lord Farquhar. That little nigga used to be mad he wasn't tall, wasn't he?
Yeah,
But it's like
Nigga
we
was
all
mad.
love Shrek, but it's so funny to me that you put that in your top 4. Like,
because
so cute.
I'm
Like,
thinking if like the aliens,
What the
like
fuck?
y'all know I live in extremes.
Yeah.
So when you told me to bring this list, I'm like, all right, I gotta hit everything. So Shrek was like the animated
okay.
part
I
that I
like
wanted to
that.
hit for myself.
I like that.
I would
So
definitely
Shrek.
show the aliens Rush Hour. I would.
For sure. Shrek, easy. And then
Shrek.
these next 3, these are like cult classics. None of these are like considered real classics.
Okay.
Maybe one of them. I'm gonna go National Security with Martin Lawrence and Steve Zahn.
Now that was a goodie. I
That's
forgot
one
about
of my
that.
personal favorites.
I for-
National Security.
You got to look up the
Just
the
you
cover
ain't-
art of
again.
that,
It's
Regi.
not the most blockbuster.
Okay.
It's like one of my ones.
Oh, shit.
What's the next one?
What they
White
was-
Men Can't Jump.
That was a
never
good
saw
one.
that?
That
Really?
was
That's
good.
one of your favorite movies?
Really?
You never saw White Men?
Have you?
I
have
did.
you
I
watched
just-
it?
Not the Jack Harlow version.
No,
I
you're
was
talking
just
about
gonna
the man
ask.
with your man.
Wesley Snipes.
That you used to work with
Woody
on
Harrelson.
Woody Harley.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Wesley
Harrelson.
Snipes.
And Wesley. I love
Yeah.
that. Now,
No, you
I'm just
don't.
I love
don't.
it.
Wait,
I
so
don't
you
believe
hated
you.
the you
I
hated
love
the
it.
reboot?
I didn't watch.
I hated
reboot.
the reboot.
Nah,
I
it
didn't
wasn't
watch
that
it.
good. It was nowhere
didn't
near
watch
what
it.
the
It
original.
wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nah, it
yeah.
wasn't.
Okay, good point.
I'm surprised it's in your top 4 for real.
Right,
That's
because
what it
he's
is.
like actually like a movie
bu-
guy.
yeah, he's a
Like he
movie
works
buff.
at, so
Where's Mr. and Mrs. Smith at?
It was on the top 10.
Ah,
It didn't make the 4.
See,
I
okay,
only
wait.
had 4.
I'm there.
also
If-
like another classic that like I get like intimidated by. Like you know how people be like, I love like Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
See that's why I ain't shit because I just don't gravitate towards classics like that, and that's why something's wrong with me. Like people be having the Pulp Fiction like poster up, I'd be like, I don't know, like
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I'm with you. I think what it is. So I took this literal when you said like the 4 for me. Like this is just my 4. This is not the greatest 4. I don't
That-
think
Now we
the,
all
the,
do.
the movies that I'm listening to not like the greatest.
yeah. The
No,
movies.
prompt
they're not.
was
These
movies
are just like,
to
oh,
get to
these
know
are
me.
yeah,
Yeah.
the movies to get to know me. And then the last one, I got it tattooed on me, and it's a very strange movie. But I've watched this movie so many times, and every single time that I've watched it, I've picked up something new.
Zoolander.
I feel like no,
What the fuck? Out of all movies, why would you say that?
It's not the Zoolander?
it is not Zoolander.
My fault.
It is not Zoolander. I want to challenge anybody who's listening to this podcast to go look at the movie. If you ever been through heartbreak, I'm gonna start there.
Oh, is this like a low key movie?
It's a very low key movie. Most of the audience have not heard of it. Most of the audience may have not seen it.
Diary of a Mad Black Woman. You said Heartbreak.
No, this is not die. It's nothing Tyler Perry related. Actually, it may be like the complete opposite. It's a movie called The Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind.
Oh, we gotta get you back to
That
the
is
therapist.
not a slept on movie.
That
That's a
is-
classic.
It's people don't know that movie.
I don't
Like,
know that
You'd be
movie.
surprised. That's the one. Like I dead ass got it.
Who in there?
Wait, what's the tattoo?
My
You
God.
got like the words tattooed?
The whole movie title, like
SaVon, you got
Really?
that shit?
it, like
SaVon, what's it
that's
called again?
that's really one of like that's the one for me. If I could rewatch a movie for the rest of my life, that would be the one.
What's it called again?
Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind.
Yeah, why you had all these long ass movies?
Facts.
Wait, even I knew that one though. So.
But that's my 4.
I'm garbage.
Aw, wait.
So Shrek.
Yeah,
National-
Kate Winslet and Jim Carrey.
Facts.
Wow.
It's a good
Oh,
movie.
he does love Jim Carrey.
Yeah, I should have
It's a
known
really
Jim
good
Carrey
movie.
was in it.
Yeah, got a nice cast. But that would be my 4.
That's okay.
Aw, look at us.
Look at you.
Yeah,
at us.
that was a
should've-
fun exercise.
I knew Carrey was going to be in one
He
of your
had to be in
joints.
something.
He had to be.
He had to.
I thought he was
couldn't
going to
do
be
that.
in the one where he was the vet. Or he was picking up the animals.
Ace Ventura.
There you go.
No.
You don't fuck with
I
Ace?
like I will put the Grinch in there. The Grinch would be in my top 10.
The Grinch
Is Mask Jim Carrey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because I know a movie buff guy, and that's his favorite movie of all time.
Yeah,
So
that's
is
one
it
of
really
those
that
ones,
good?
too.
I don't know. I haven't watched it.
It's one of those ones. That was fucking hilarious.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
get back into movies though. I'm trying to take days out and just purely watch movies. I feel like I've seen way too many series and shows. It's bombarded my mind, and I do want to be more abreast with movies.
New ones or going back into
Both.
like classics that you missed?
Both.
Facts. I've never seen The Color Purple. So
I
like
mean,
going back to like
Pierre, we look in the mirror every day. Yo, Pierre. Why you lying up here? When
one of the ones to go back to watch. I gotta watch that.
we sit up, huh?
I'm not.
My fool, I'll be bugging
The
up here.
silence after that joke.
He be speaking for himself though.
Wait,
Wait, hey, who-
the new movie. Are you?
Yo, what is wrong with this? Yo, Pierre.
That was so quick.
I know he's so witty.
What is wrong with you, bro?
Wait, I was gonna say. So I talked to my best friend about this,
Holy shit.
and she said she knows me best, and she's like, "You just like dance movies and laughing."
Yes.
You
Anything
like
with
Stomp the Yard?
No. Because she put that in like my top 10. She was like, "You like Stomp the Yard, Honey, You Got Served." Like, oh shit, you
Drumline.
only like dancing movies. I'm like, I guess.
You like Drumline?
I love drumline.
Anything with a 4 count in it, right?
I love roll bounce. I love like dance, like
Hey.
step up. Yeah.
Does John dance?
You see it. You were just at MMA with him. He's actually a really good dancer.
You
Like,
wasn't there, so I don't.
So yeah, so
He's different
back
when
to
you're
this
not
episode.
around.
When she not around, you be filling in for her, right? So you was dancing with him.
Nah, I don't dance. Y'all know me. Don't do that.
He
I don't
two-step.
dance.
He
I
two-step.
do not dance.
Cool
No
You
two
have it
step.
in you. You have it in
but
you.
I won't bring it out.
Yeah,
Take that.
no,
Well,
we're
how
not
you-
taking nothing,
I can't say
SaVon.
that anymore.
SaVon, we're not taking shit.
I'm not gonna lie, the podcast's been doing really well, and
We're not
at the
taking
top of this week, like we got a bunch of emails in our favor saying, "Yo, hey, we fuck with y'all. Let's continue to do like business, all that stuff." Like the first thing that I thought about was, "Oh man, I feel like Diddy,"
And you can't even say that no more.
and then I was like, "Damn,
Do
I
I?
don't want to have a freak off.
Taboo.
I
Nah,
don't feel like that nigga."
I don't want. I don't need. I want. Yeah. It's just-
Because as black, like in our culture, when you lock
He's
in
like
a
the
deal,
business
yeah,
mogul.
he's
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
business mogul. So
Yeah.
it's Hove and it's Diddy, but it's not cool to be like, I feel like Hove, because Hove didn't make it feel.
he just-
Make it feel.
what?
Like
said,
sticking it to the man kind of thing.
What you mean?
Like
What
so,
you mean?
Diddy was always like the verb. Diddy was the verb. Like yo, I feel like Diddy. Like I remember
you're saying.
in high school, maybe even middle school, niggas used to get drunk off the Four Locos.
Bad time.
And what I used to, the way that I
remember.
describe, I promise you, this
Bad
is a true
time.
story.
That shit is basically gasoline and sugar.
The way that I described being drunk, because I didn't know how to feel being drunk. When you first start getting drunk, you don't know. So the way that I described it was, I feel like Diddy.
That is strange.
What? I'm trying to
I
draw
don't know
a
how to react to
correlation.
This is before the freak offs came out.
Out
I'm
of
so
all-
serious.
Out of everything you say, he's like, I feel like Diddy.
Develop
Because
that.
you got to think about the confidence that Diddy has
That's
always
true.
exuded.
He's a party
Okay.
boy.
Bro,
yeah.
you can go up to any woman and feel good. You could talk your shit. Like, so when I first started drinking at a younger age, the first thing that I would tell people, like, yo, when I get this lick in my system, I feel like Diddy, my nigga.
Nah, that was just Ciroc commercials getting at you.
But I can't
shit
even
was
feel like
warping
Diddy
your
no
mind.
more. I don't even feel like now. If you feel like Diddy,
That's
It's a
bad.
problem. I don't want to be around nobody that want to freak off. Let me be clear before we get out of here. If you are into freak offs, step 190 million feet away from me. Okay? I don't want no nigga around me that want to do a freak or off. Okay? At this point, it got to be separate sentences for them words.
There's
You
been a
can't
PSA.
This is a PSA. I don't want no freak off. I'm okay. Me and my people here, we be fucking the way we be fucking regular.
Always with the posse.
Missionary.
super regular.
Not together. Always with the posse, but not
regular.
together. Y'all understand? Our shit is plain.
Back shots.
Plain.
Missionary.
And kiss. That's it.
Reverse cowgirl.
And make sure you hold.
Hold on, you
Not
bending dick
strong
now.
hold.
You bending dick with that one. Hold on now. You bending dick with that one. Slow it down now. You bending dick. When you start bending dick, you start
I
thinking
really
about
feel
the
like
shit.
Alex is being honest
But that's
with
the
us.
one, though.
Yeah, that's the one. Keep your sexual desires to a minimum, especially around me. I'm not warning you niggas again. I won't be around you niggas. Me and my people don't get that horny. We just get a little horny and dip.
That's extra.
Okay.
The first time I got drunk, well, SaVon mentioning this made me think. The first time I got drunk, I thought I was falling off the face of the earth. I was literally gripping onto the grass. It was fun.
You didn't feel like Diddy.
In high school or
No, motherfucker.
I forgot if it was in middle school or high school, but like I got so drunk and then I like thought I was falling off the earth.
You sure that wasn't true?
What were you drinking?
It was just some cheap, like, you know how it is. Like, we all just buy the cheapest thing and then take like a few shots, and then I thought I was gonna float off into space.
Yeah. I used to buy a $5 peach Paul Masson. Used to give you a headache right after. But a nice little pint.
Yo, this made me think about our Patreon episode, and I promise I'm not being facetious when I bring up Patreon, but
Sign up.
Alex was asked what his favorite color was.
I can't wait for you guys to watch
It has
that
nothing to
episode.
do with me.
That was the funniest episode ever. Like,
and he got mad. Pierre got mad at him for his answer. And he looked at Pierre, or Pierre looked at Alex and said, I'm sorry I ain't grew up in the trenches.
Nah, I told him his favorite color derives from the trenches.
You trying to say shadows is my favorite color?
Nah, I'm just saying.
Motherfucker. Go catch that on Patreon when
You
it's
come-
drops.
Comfortable
Yeah,
with
man,
trenches.
that was good. It felt good to see y'all today, man. This is a great
yeah,
episode.
I was just
I'm
thinking
sure.
like this episode is a masterclass on like frenzies and chemistry.
It
Just
really
like
is.
watch back this watch this episode back, and we're just being frenzies.
That's it.
With my
That's
people.
it.
With my
No
people.
more freak offs 2024, man. Stop the freak offs.
Stop saying.
I'm sorry.
Nah,
Stop-
listen to my man.
Stop the freak offs. It got to come to an end. We can no longer do freak offs. We can no longer do freaks or offs. You got to be an off
Listen
or
to
you
my
got to
man.
be a freak. It's like off and set and like you can't
my
mix the
man.
two words. You get what I'm saying?
Get off of them trains.
We got to end
That's
trains.
that's the
too.
problem. Y'all want to choo too much. Y'all don't know when to get off on y'all stop.
Because
You know how to get up on your stuff.
I hate
He's
these
so
niggas.
like
I
quick
hate these
with it.
niggas,
Like
bro.
Facts.
Get off on your stop. Go back to your wife and do missionary.
and back shots.
And back shots like my man here just said.
Finish with back shots.
Reggie, you got anything to offer to the plainness?
huh?
You got anything to offer to the
I'm
plainness?
in a relationship. I don't know
Exactly.
what you guys are talking about. so-
Exactly.
Everything's got to be consensual. If there's drugs involved, it's not consensual.
Listen to him.
If there's alcohol involved, it's not consensual.
Don't even start. Yes.
Tell him again, Pierre.
Word, all
Some
that.
of my best sex been off the licks though.
Ooh, off the you mean been
I
off the
said the licks.
consensual?
Consensual licks.
Yeah, you been off the consensual licks. Not just any type of licks now. Because they got different licks.
Yo, he good to just unwind some stuff like. I just,
They be
like
different licks.
I'm sorry, we're on thin ice, so we have like consensual.
licks.
consensual licks.
Ooh, when them licks be
But nah,
consensual.
y'all trying to have wild, boring sex. You talking
Yeah.
about straight missionary. He's saying no liquor. Like,
You gonna keep
hold
your
up, nigga. When can we have fun?
You gonna keep your money.
Fucking drunk.
He's like,
from
"Can I
the-
live?"
Look at that. Like, hold up, time out.
You gonna keep your peace, your money, your image.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying.
Gonna
Get us
keep-
out of here, please.
Listen, man, it's been a Need to Know podcast. What you need to know, when you need to know, the Need to Know podcast. Please tell us how you feel about today's episode. Gang, we out of here.
Gang.
Gang.